if thou wilt remember, and if thou wilt forget. I shall not see the shadows, I shall not see the rain, I shall not hear the nightingale sing on me, as if in pain. And dreaming through the twilight that doth now not rise nor set, haply I may remember, and haply I may forget. When I am dead, my dears, by Christine Morrison. Crow, we open with a shot of a memory. Very glimpse. Last that you had seen, you were escaping the Bismo outpost. And, well, I guess you could say an acquaintance had dropped to the floor. A single bullet shot, or a single bullet shot hurt. We see in a strobing effect of black and hazy memory of desert sand. See Cobra lying nestled to the sand dune. Fade to black. We hear Jet screaming, although it sounds muffled. Fade to black. We see Delta looking at you, crying, almost as if to plead for her to come back. And we fade to black. We open with a new shot. Crow at what seems to be a bar, sipping at... What would Crow's drink be at a bar?
Probably just some good old whiskey, something dark.
You sip at the whiskey, maybe swirl it in the glass, slight clinks of the ice against the sides. It burns as it goes down your throat. And you can't help but wonder to yourself, how? It all went so right. You guys were leaving. What is Crow feeling in this moment?
Um, how old was she?
Cobra? She looked to be a little bit older than Delta. Possibly 23, 24.
Um, I think he just feels insanely guilty about what happened. I think he's thinking if he never went there in the first place and didn't go with Delta, maybe she would have still been alive. Um, because they were ultimately the ones that were talking and got caught. And so I think that's weighing very heavily on his mind, especially because she was so young. Um, and he's seen a lot of people die out in the sands, but this one just kind of hits a little bit harder.
Yeah. We, uh, we see Crow stare into his glass, almost hoping for words of reassurance from the whiskey. As we fade to black again, we hear the words reverberate, almost echoing. Why did you follow us? Crow, you are now back at the base. In front of you is Jet, screaming as he always does, but this time it feels a little bit more serious. Seems most of the pack is asleep, or at least not in the vicinity of where you're yelling.
Um, I think Crow is still kind of reeling in shock um, about what happened, and he just goes, "I, I, I, I don't know. listen, I know we have our disagreements, and I know I followed you because I was. I heard you're acting sneaky. You weren't telling anyone about where you're going, and just off of how things have been going lately, I figured maybe having some backup would do you some good. You're young, you're new in this position, and if you were the one, if you were to get caught or anything like that, I'd be the one to be able to bail you out. Um, and it it didn't work out that way. It, I think he just shakes his head.
So what you're saying is you don't trust me as a leader. Even though I'm out there risking my life to get shipped back to our base. Provide for our... Sorry. Provide for our cubs. Our pack. And he shakes his head.
I don't know. I think that's just kind of big talk coming from you, just sitting on your ass while the rest of us get our things done. But when something big comes around, something that will bring you a lot of glory, you jump on that.
Of course, of course. Because you see something differently. You think that it automatically works the way that your head puts it together to be?
And what if I do?
I told you that's not how this fucking works, Jenny! He stops.
Do I know who that is?
You would vaguely. Go ahead and make a roll. A mind roll.
Let me get this going. Could I add observe, understand, overcome? Because if this person was around, I feel like I would have definitely observed Jet and her interactions.
Yeah.
Um, was this Jenny a member of the Wolves?
Yes, she is.
Okay, can I add Arf Arf to this because I know who's in the pack? Could I also add Jet to this because I'm a fucking asshole who is hyper fixated on what he does and who he hangs out with?
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Okay, I gotta subtract that. Could I add for the good of the pack because Crow is very concerned about the the ramifications of what just happened and um what it means for the wolves.
Yes.
Okay, what's the risk?
It's not gonna be too bad. Your risk is a 4.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, although you might not have heard her name, you definitely have seen her before. In the midst... flashback in a flashback. You do... You do remember, before you had left, while you were carrying your, haul home from the protest, you had passed a girl with purple hair and long braids.
That's Jenny.
Mm-hmm. You seem to... She doesn't talk much, and you probably haven't interacted with her person to person, but she is always by Jet's side. Even at the protest, when he was sitting down watching over things, she was standing right next to him. Um, Now that you look back on it, I don't think there has been a time where Jet hasn't been paired up with this purple-haired girl.
Do I know if they're like siblings or are they like an item or what?
Um, you might not know exactly. Well, you rolled pretty well. Based off of the interactions that you can remember, he seems very protective of her. Maybe something, uh, No. Maybe something similar to that of like an older brother.
I see. So when he came to join the wolves, did she come along?
She did.
Hmm. I think Crow will kind of smirk a little bit at that and say, well, I guess she has some common sense.
Jet kind of sits down on like an old crate. He puts his elbows on his knees and clasps his hands together, placing them on his forehead, and kind of shakes his knee a little bit. I didn't mean to mention her name. It'd be best for both of us if we kept her out of this conversation.
Well, I'm not too entirely sure. What did you do this for her?
It's complicated.
I I think Crow is getting a bit more upset at this. So you went out and you risked your life, not for the good of the pack, not for the wolves, but just for one individual, one close individual. Don't you see how this goes against everything we stand for? What's her deal? Does she want her own stash? Does she need stuff? But you know the rules about we don't keep individual things. Are you going out to get this stuff for her?
Yeah, I think he kind of clenches his fists a little bit more. His leg kind of shakes a little bit faster. And he doesn't respond.
And you're supposed to lead us. You can't even uphold our fucking rules.
Yeah, he slams his fist on the side of the crate as he stands up very suddenly, and he yells in a loud voice, "I am doing the good for the pack. I am the leader, and she is just as much of the pack as you are, as anyone else is." It's complicated. We're not supposed to keep individual things. I understand that. I agree with that. But he kind of shakes his fists in the air before letting out a sarcastic chuckle.
Yes.
You think that. Sorry.
You're good.
This isn't of my own volition.
Then whose volition is it?
Fuck! Why did you have to follow us? I don't. I I don't know you. I don't have to tell you any of this. You're the one who made the stupid enough choice to follow prey that you couldn't track down.
I guess that's true, but what would the rest of the wolves say if they heard about this? That our strong leader is going out for an individual, a sister no less, threatening their lives instead of looking out for the good of the pack.
Pauses for a moment, thinking about his next words very carefully. Go ahead and make an intimidation roll, if that's okay.
Okay. What kind of base is that?
Um, That is blood.
Okay. I my whole argument about I'm using this, how do I describe it? Um I'm very driven to manipulate this guy to give me what I want because I know him keeping it away from us is going to help or hurt us if this is leading Jet to act like a selfish asshole. So could I add for the good of the pack to this role?
Yes.
I'm gonna subtract. Know your place. Um, could I add all bark and bite because Crow is going to do exactly as he says. If Jet does not tell him what happens, like he's being genuine in what he's saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Could I add Jet Plunk to this because I feel like I know how to get under his skin after kind of like being around him quite a bit.
Yes.
And also, could I also add Arf Arf to this because this is a decision that would ultimate I feel is going to impact how the wolves operate, and like it has a lot of implications based off of if I'm able to do this or not.
Okay. Yeah.
Um could I potentially add wolf in sheep's clothing to this because I'm trying to portray myself as a very intimidating person, like in a way to get what I want out of this conversation?
Who would the sheep is the sheep Okay. Yeah, you can use it.
Okay. What's the risk?
18.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, you threatened to tell the pack, and you can tell that whatever he's going through, whatever this is all for, he doesn't want people to know.
Yeah, I bet he fucking doesn't.
You see him kind of take a step back as you reveal those words. He bumps into the crate that he was sitting on prior and sits back down on it. Kind of lowers his head, looking at the ground. It's the only family I have. She's an addict. She doesn't think that I could be a leader and take care of her, and I was trying to prove her wrong. I know we don't take things individually. I know we do things for the good of the pack, and I have tried. God, if I tried pleading with her to just get help, go to the bulls, don't be a part of this if she can't handle it, and he spits in my face every time. It's killing her. But if she doesn't get more of it, it's killing her more. And I don't. He looks up to you, and Crow, maybe for the first moment of knowing Jet, you see actual sincerity in his face. He says, I don't know what to do.
Shit. How have the wolves handled people? Like, I know like drugs are not uncommon here.
Mhm.
Um, do we have a lot of uh people who take the hard stuff?
Not too much. There are a couple, but it would be exactly the same way that we view like actual heroin users like in the real world. Most of the time people will take like steal the hard stuff so that they can sell it later. That is about 80% of gathering the drugs. There are a couple who do get addicted and they're not necessarily given the most help, considering that individual takings are very looked down upon.
Mm. Have we had instances of um people from the wolves leaving to get help from the bulls? Is that like a thing that's happened before?
Yes, and if anything, the bulls are well known throughout the entirety of the desert to help with addicts. Um, they'll offer water, they'll offer free food, harm reduction, whatever. Um, Basically, it's kind of known, regardless of what faction you are, that if you are having drug problems, you need to go to the bulls,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not looked down upon or anything like that. If anything, it's seen as like actually getting help.
Uh, man, This- I can't solve this problem. I just kind of got thrown into it.
Hmm.
Um, fuck. Um, fuck. So, um, I guess he's gonna go ahead and say, so it was by her volition. She's the one that convinced you to go ahead and do this completely risky and irresponsible hit.
I I thought that it would be smooth. It wasn't her. She basically said that if I didn't bring anything back, she was gonna find some on her own. And well, I mean, you've seen her. I don't think she could last a week out there, considering how frail she's gotten.
And how'd you wrap? Oh my fucking god, I can't remember her name.
Cobra?
Cobra. God, she's dead, and I can't remember her name. How'd you manage to wrap Cobra into this?
Cobra's had her fair share of. She did had her fair share of struggling drug use. She said that someone important to her walked out on her, and she doesn't want the same thing happening to me and Jenny.
Do you realize what you've implicated us in?
He opens his mouth as if he's about to speak, but kind of swallows his words. I'm just trying my best.
Um, I think Crow Crow's eyes soften, kind of unintentionally. Um, and he goes, I know it's unfair, but you are held to a higher standard than this.
I thought I thought that being an older brother is being a leader. I thought that it would be the same, and
I think Crow is getting increasingly upset by what he is saying. Um, because he sees so much of him in Jet, and so he's just trying to shut this down and be like, no, no, you're young and you're ignorant and you don't know about the world and you don't know how this position works. And I'm sorry that this is where it's led you, but you need to hold yourself higher. Is more than being a brother. Being a leader is more than being a brother. It's more than being a dad. It's more than any of that. And if you can't uphold that standard, then you need to reevaluate yourself.
Yeah. Crow just looks up at you, and if he were a dog, his tail would be in between his legs, and he says, "You're right. You're absolutely right."
Is Jet sitting down on those boxes at all?
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Um, I think Crow will just kind of just take a big solemn sigh and sit down next to him and place a hand on his shoulder and say, "I know."
Yeah, I think we get a good shot of Jet and Crow just kind of sitting in silence, realizing what's been done, realizing the weight of the situation, but also the added weight in their hearts and in their chests. And it's almost peacefully silent, but still full of dread. Get a couple of seconds of them like that, and Jet kind of stretches his back a little bit and fixes his posture just slightly, and he says, "Well, done is done. Tomorrow is going to be a funeral at the Rabbits. Should probably pay our respects."
Yeah, I suppose so.
And he turns to you, Crow, and he says, "Thank you for chewing me out. You're really good at this."
I'm just doing what I wish someone else did to me when I was your age.
Yeah, I think he puts out his hand as if to give you a handshake.
Um, I think Crow will grasp it very firmly and will say, as hard as this is, remember this feeling. Don't forget it. You'll never make the same mistake again.
I don't think I want to remember this feeling, but if you were right about that, you're probably right about this too.
I think Crow gives a. Oh, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
I know. I think just Crow kind of gives a sad, knowing smile to that.
Wow. And he stands up. "I'm gonna try to get some rest. It's a little bit of ways from the oasis. Take care. Don't go following anyone tonight."
You know, for the first time, I think I might listen to your advice.
Yeah. He He gives a sad smile at that and walks out of the little tent that y'all were in.
I do want to say that I don't think Crow is going to be able to sleep tonight, but I think he is going back to where he stashed away the original scraps that he got from the protest to bring back to the wolves.
Yeah. Yeah, we see a fade scene of Crow kind of going through his little stash and correct me if I'm wrong. Did you keep the Bismo pop or did you give it away?
I'd be a fucking hypocrite if I kept it, so no, I gave it away.
Okay. All right, then yeah, we see you gather a good chunk of your personal treasures, and we match cut back into the bar. In your hands, instead of the scraps, we see the glass of whiskey again. The bartender had just turned off the radio. The message that we had heard in the intro. I think. Not Jet, but Jenny walks into the bar.
Ah, fuck.
And she says, it's about time that we head out. The funeral should be starting soon. Jet wanted me to let you know.
I think Crow will take the opportunity to down his last bit of whiskey and slam the cup on the counter. Well, I guess it's just time to do it.
Yeah, Jenny looks a little puzzled at that. You can tell by her body language and by the way her face is a little scrunched. She doesn't want to be here. But she heads out the doors as you set the glass down. And we get a shot of Crow kind of adjusting his collar a little bit. Is there anything you would like to do before you leave the bar?
Leave a tip at the counter. But I think Crow will kind of mutter under his breath and just shake his head at Jenny and just mutter, "You're just as responsible as us. Least you could do is go." But I think he just pops his collar and heads on out.
As Crow heads out the bar, the door slams. We get a match cut to an aerial view of the desert. We see a beautiful, beautiful lake in the middle of multicolored sands, trees and flora surrounding what little water there seems to be left. Caravans and carts and motorcycles all seem to be making their way. Sorry, I forgot. All seem to be. All is well. That's fine. Okay. Sorry. We see a multi-ray of vehicles and a good portion of people on foot making their way towards this oasis, almost as if a swarm of ants was coming around a single sugar cube. just real quick, who all in the party would be at this funeral? I will say this: every single leader and every single faction is going to the funeral. So IJ, you're probably
Yeah.
there.
No, he
Matthew, you're
definitely
probably
is.
there. me.
Yeah, no, IJ is definitely there.
Adam probably isn't. Okay. Okay. The ink is there. Pro is there. Okay. Okay, so Ink and Adam are kind of like on the outskirts of it. Y'all can talk. Like y'all don't have to be in chat.
Okay. I'm right next to Geiger.
Howdy.
And I'm
How
right
long-
next to Calver, isn't that weird?
How long has this been? Is this the like?
Yeah, because
How quickly did they make a funeral?
yeah.
Yeah. So, for those who might be a little bit older, or at least those who are closest to leaders, y'all know that if someone important in the desert dies, the Oasis is the place to go. Think of it as almost like the town cemetery, I guess.
Oh, so is it not in the town?
No.
Okay, then I'm not there.
That does kind of change things. How big of an event is it?
Very. Every single person of every single faction is going, as well as just some people who knew about Cobra.
Yeah, that feel when a major political leader dies.
I changed my mind. I don't think.
Do you think you tagged the sand?
Nah.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. Ink is anti memorials, so no, she wouldn't do anything in remembrance. So if it was around, that would be one thing, but yeah. Hold on.
Sorry, I'm DMing a player real quick before we can.
How
good.
could you? But yeah, no, I mean, I mean, IJ is definitely there because he just has to be, for sure.
Yeah, Aster, when you get a second, how long has it been?
Yeah, so I would say it's been 2 or 3 days
Okay.
since it's happened. The leaders of each faction has kind of been able to gather around the group, let them know what's happening. That sort of kind of like, hey, this is where we're going, this is the etiquette, that sort of thing. Taffy, Geiger looks particularly not upset, but distant.
Yeah.
These past couple of days. And IJ, Caliber has been very focused on the upcoming haul. Almost too focused. Maybe using it as a distraction.
See,
If you two has asked about asked Geiger or Caliber about like how they feel about the situation, they have not responded.
Yeah.
Geiger would
Awesome.
probably just shake his head and go off to play with the local kids.
Okay.
Caliber
I
would...
think
Sorry,
I
go
think I've interpreted this because that's who we were going to go meet before I got
we
drugged,
were
right?
indeed on the way there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think I've interpreted this as Geiger being disappointed in me.
Nice.
So,
No, that's
obviously he has never. I don't think he said that explicitly, or
Yes.
even feels that. But
that's nice.
Aw.
I mean, fuck. I bet you. I don't know how things work here, but there's a half decent chance that IJ is the one that told Caliber about it. You know,
Ooh.
there's like a pretty good chance that, because it's like we're on the way to meet him, and they're like, "Hey, like,
Yeah,
talk to your leader," and they're like,
we would definitely be the first ones to like
Yeah.
of our clans to see them dead, right?
"Yeah." Funnily enough, funny you should be looking for this guy. It's just-
Yeah, I'll actually add in a little bit of flavor text. I'll say because y'all were like actively on like patrol walking towards like the different
Yeah.
places, you were probably around to hear the single gunshot.
Totally.
Just probably thought that it was something in the distance, right?
Totally.
Makes sense.
Um,
Yeah, not an uncommon occurrence.
Yeah, because even if you were going to start heading back, because I was like, oh, I don't think I can do this, Jim. Then I still think we would have like either run into someone who's running from that scene or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense to me.
And then not even bother going to the wolves as a result. Damn.
I'm glad about that part at least.
But my task.
Not thine task.
I have a. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. IJ and Taffy were probably the hot off the fucking presses with that one.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How big are these clans? Like how many people are in the Bulls?
Yeah.
Roughly.
So, yeah, I would say okay. So Homo sapiens are going to be the biggest. There's probably amongst the entirety of the desert 500 members.
Okay.
The bulls are actually the smallest. I would say there's like maybe 50 members.
Oh damn. Okay.
And then for the rabbits, they're the second biggest. There's probably like 200 members. And then for the
Really, I would have
rest,
figured that they would have reproduced the fastest.
That's fucking guy. Yes, that one there, officer. Kidding, I would never do that.
yeah, and then the
Okay.
wolves are probably about like 80 to 100 members.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so there is a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Not to mention there are also residents, just normally from the town, to kind of visit some loved ones that they know are buried here as well. Yeah, we get a shot instead of from the air, instead of from above. We're about eye level with most of the people in the crowd, and we just see them walking in en masse. Although there's beautiful scenery around you, it still feels too heavy. The skies are as clear as they possibly can be, and yet it still feels like you're in the middle of a sandstorm. The way that this is placed, and again, apologies, I didn't make maps.
He's okay.
I'm going to draw
Use
this
my
out.
imagination chops.
Yeah.
Imagination.
Imagination.
So the way that this is set up, there is a giant lake around here. There's a little area of most of the leaders here. IJ Taffy, you are allowed to be next to your leaders.
I am.
And then there is a big group of people right here. And then on the other side, right around here,
Is there any way for me to hide all of the people's names? Like, all the... Or just make them smaller? The, like, tokens? Like, the DM, Crow, Ink, Laffy Taffy, like everyone's...
oh,
Things
wait,
in the
can y'all
bottom
see
left.
that?
No,
In
no,
settings,
not
you
those-
can.
Okay, thank you. Where, do you know where?
I'm trying to figure
Go
it
to
out.
options, audio and video, and then I think you can change it to the thingies in
Video
display.
display.
Got it.
Display your avatar size.
Thank you, okay. Very pog.
Poggies for doggies.
Thank you very much. Okay, cool.
I'm going to kill you.
Oh, is there Ash? Is there like a dress code for this event, or is it whatever the fuck you have on?
Yeah, so that's
Ooh.
as you're going across and seeing these hordes of people. Although there's not much of a difference, you could tell that people did try to wear the best that they had. Although knowing the difference between the best and the had and what they normally wear might be very blurry.
Mm-hmm.
For people in factions, they also tried dressing the best they can, but unfortunately, that's mainly things like polos or that one T-shirt that isn't torn or stained. Happy, if you have other clothes other than your uniform, maybe wear them. But if you don't, no one's gonna judge you for it.
um,
Yeah, IJ looks.
I have the like long johns. Essentially, we wear underneath the suits, um, which basically look like pajamas.
Wow.
Probably pink or gray pajamas. Um,
My guess
fucking,
is
I could. How tall is Geiger?
he's like 6'4".
Okay, he's pretty close to my size. The problem is he's way buffer. I'm wondering if, since we're the same height,
Oh god.
I could wear his clothes. They just look baggy on me. We're not
No, I
same
like
height,
that.
but like within 2 or 3 inches of each other. So
Yeah,
I
I
think
like
I
that.
borrowed something of Geiger's. So I'm wearing like a darker colored polo probably that is like like definitely too thick for me because he's
Yeah.
like beefed, right?
He
He's
is
ripped as
beef.
shit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, I like that perfectly. Yeah. If you
I
wanted to.
yeah. I still have my yellow AK though, which has typo and like the event information from last session written on it.
Perfect. Yeah. So we'll start with the funeral scene, and then we'll make our way back to the city and see what y'all are doing.
Funeral.
Yeah. So we cut to a shot after the crowd has kind of situated, quieted down a bit, although it wasn't that loud to begin with. We see Delta standing in front of the crowd, the three leaders, oof, the three leaders, behind him. Taffy and IJ, you are next to your respective leaders, but as you are looking forward towards Delta, you can tell that whoever this is seems very, very nervous. He does not want to be there. His body language is very what's the word? He's basically hugging himself, making himself to be very small. And he tries to speak to the crowd, and he says, thank you all for being here today. And IJ, you hear Caliber kind of peep up and say, I think you're gonna have to speak a little bit louder than that, buddy. And Delta clears his throat. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Delta, and Cobra, as many of you might know, the leader of the rabbits was my sister. And his voice kind of breaks and he takes a pause. This ceremony is for her. Thanks for coming. And he kind of runs off stage. IJ, Taffy, what are your feelings and thoughts at this moment right now?
I think IJ like kind of just realized that he was talking, not in like a bad way. He was zoned out.
Disappointed in myself.
Yeah. Taffy, I will say, Geiger's stance, although you might be next to him, he has his hands clasped down in front of him, and he seems to be looking at the floor most of the time. Caliber, is in a very similar position, but he seems to be looking up, almost as if looking at the clouds. Crow, with you being in the audience, Jet looks very uncomfortable, very not sad, but disappointed. You can tell that this is just kind of rubbing salt in the wound.
I think Crow just nudges him and says, "Focus."
Oh, are you next to Jet?
Oh, wait, is he up there? Like,
He's up there.
Oh, fuck no. Okay, well, then maybe he, like, just, like, tries to get his attention. And then mouths the word focus.
Yeah, I think, Jet was kind of looking at the ground beforehand, but, he kind of sees this, like, waving movement, out of the corner of of his eye as he looks towards you. And when he sees, you mouthing the word focus, he kind of shakes his head and, straightens up his posture, just kind of looking at the other leaders to see what they're doing and mimicking. Surprisingly enough, Crow, this is maybe the first time that you've seen Jet not next to Jenny.
Where the fuck is she?
That is a great question.
Fuck! Fucking Crow's... fuck. Yeah, he's going to go find her.
You can make an eyes roll if you see her in the crowd.
Okay, I'll do that. It's not very good at that. She has bright blue hair. How hard can it be?
Purple.
Purple! Eyes. Can I, could I add observe, understand, overcome to this roll? Because I'm trying to observe the general populace. Excuse me. Could I add Arf Arf to this roll because he knows what, like, he's very aware of who's in the wolves and what they look like. I feel like it'd be easier for him to catch her out.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the risk?
Let me put that together.
I go for it.
Uh, 11.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah. Crow, as you kind of peer your head up, and kind of search around the crowd a little bit, you see, maybe not... You see purple braids fly through a gap of people. She seems to be right over here.
You said she's running?
Yeah, you see, like, her braids kind of flow in the wind as she whizzes past a gap of people in the crowd.
Well, is she trying to get closer or is she trying to get farther away?
She is running in the opposite direction of where the leaders are.
Okay, yeah, fuck her. He's gonna go after her.
Okay. Alright, I shall keep that in mind. Alright. Yeah, so I'm gonna describe... No!
Jenny.
I'm gonna describe, the scene of the funeral real quick, just so we, kind of get that visual, and then afterwards, we're gonna have some scenes with Taffy, IJ, and their leaders. I hope that is okay. I'll try not to take too much.
Woo!
Delta.
Sounds great.
Okay, cool. Delta runs off, and it kind of runs in this direction over here. And although you can't hear it, you can tell that he is probably crying. We see Caliber and Geiger step up to the plate, and they each kind of look at you respectively, asking you to wait and stand where you currently are. Geiger clears his throat. As Delta had said, thank you, everyone, for joining us today. It's never good to be back in this area, but I'm glad to know that when we are needed here, well, it seems most of the people of the Pet Desert are respectful enough to mourn with us. Caliber pipes up and says, we are all people of the desert, and when one of us is lost, all of us are lost. We are all a family out here. We have to look out for one another, regardless of the colors or masks that we wear. Geiger pipes up again. As most of you have known from the radio broadcast, Cobra is dead. She is the one that we are mourning today, and I ask that we all do so respectfully, as much as we had for... And his voice breaks and kind of clears his throat a little bit. As much as we had for Metro. Thank you. And they both walk. What?
Who's Metro?
If you go to the Danger Days sheets, and there'll be a tab called Society, and you'll see Pop Trop Desert, and Metro is the first person.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. The Society tab. Yeah, exactly. We see the two of them pick up what appears to be a makeshift gurney. On it is a figure wrapped in sheets. They carefully place the gurney and the figure in the little lake behind them as they drift her off. As they drift her off, the waters surrounding her like a cold, delicate hug. We see Jet bend down to pick up something from his boot, and as we hear the few couple strikes of a match, we see him throw a carefully lit fire onto the wrapped figure. We see everyone stand in silence, almost as if the world had been pressed on pause. The fire reflects against the water, the trees, breeze, and the little wind there is. Cobra is dead, and everyone is mourning. Everyone is holding their hands. Everyone is hugging their neighbor. We see Delta walk back over. Caliber places a hand on his shoulder, gives him a smile as they both look back to the burning body. Serendipitous silence. We cut to some time after the funeral 3 or 4 hours later, mayhaps. We see Delta at the cusp of the lake, watching the remnants of what is being burned. Jet seems to be off in another corner, and I will redraw the scene. We have the lake, and there seems to be some spots. Delta is right here. We see Geiger over here, mourning against something. We see Jet over here, next to a similar thing that Geiger is next to. And then Caliber is with Geiger. Yes. I'm going to roll to see who we go first with. Let's see. Crow, IJ, Taffy. That's 3. Okay. Taffy.
Hello, hello.
I assume you were next to Geiger at this moment?
Yeah. I'm kind of following along, much quieter than I normally am. I have my AK kind of slung and my other hand like behind my back, kind of looking like reverently and like a couple steps behind Geiger.
Okay. I'm gonna tweak it just slightly. Geiger
Okay.
is on his knees in front of what seems to be a broken down pillar of stone, and you are
Okay.
approaching the scene. You are walking from.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Does the broken down pillar look like something that I would recognize as a grave marker?
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't look like a grave marker, but from the way that everything is set, you
Yeah.
can tell that that's probably what it is.
And is it vaguely 20 years old?
Yeah, well, I guess we'll let the scene write itself out.
Okay.
Have
Yeah,
you- Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah. I walk up behind without a word, and I'm definitely gonna let Geiger say the first word. Take however much time he needs to be in peace.
As you approach the scene, Taffy, as much as you might be dreading the words that are coming out of his mouth, you actually don't hear words. You hear almost as if someone is trying very desperately to not wake up their family at 3 in the morning. Very, very quiet crying. You can tell it's crying from the sniffling, the breaths that are shallower in the desert. This hulking man, this leader figure, has just become another man amongst the crowd in the desert. He softly whispers the name Metro. Why? Why? As he places a hand on the stone pillar in front of him.
Okay. I think I take one step forward, and not sure whether I am saying this out of, like, disappointment in myself or for Geiger's loss a long time ago. I just as quietly whisper, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he peers over his shoulder, not quite turning around to face you. He says, "Oh, Taffy," kind of wipes his eyes. I didn't notice you were there.
I didn't mean to sneak up behind you, sir.
Please. I'm in front of family now. There's no need for honorifics.
Yeah. I kind of bow my head a little bit and say, with all due respect, sir, I don't think I deserve that right now.
Whatever would that be?
I look at it questioningly and kind of tilt my head slightly, but then kind of break eye contact and look back into the sand. It's my fault.
Taffy.
IJ was the one that wanted to go on ahead. I stopped us. I took a little detour, and that might have been what cost Cobra their life.
Taffy. Miho, no. He stands up and faces you, and kind of wipes his nose a little bit, places both of his hands on your shoulder, and he looks at you, very concerned. He says, "Death is not a fault of any man. You were only doing what you were told to."
I should have done it faster.
It pains me that you think this way. You don't see yourself as the person that I see you to be.
Yeah, I can't make eye contact. Like, I think for a couple times I like try to lift my head up, but my body just won't let me.
Well, he kind of looks at you a bit, and there's someone I'd like you to meet. And
Okay. Yeah, I nod. I think I kind of like look up a little bit. Maybe I'm just like looking at his chest at this point, since it's like a compromise.
yeah, he takes a hand off of one of your shoulders and gestures towards the stone pillar. Says, "This is my sister, Metro."
Yeah. I nod. I do the bull salute.
She was one of a kind, truly. Not many people have got to meet her whenever she was feisty. And he kind of punches the side of the pillar as if a person was there.
Yeah, I think that actually does like make Taffy smile just a little bit, just the absurdity of that.
You know, when she passed, I thought it was my fault.
Hmm.
If I could have been there, if I could have done something, been in two places at once. But with time, you grow to learn that as much as you can wish that things were different, that's just how it is.
Taffy takes a deep breath, and now realizing that this kind of like silence from Geiger was not disappointment, but just him mourning. I think that gets into Taffy's head finally, and I take a deep breath, and I raise my eyes to look at his, and then I look to the pillar in the sand, and I say, Metro, I am so sorry that, even if indirectly, I helped put another stone in this sand. And then I look to Geiger, and I'm going to try to make this right, okay?
I think when you look up to Geiger for that first time, you might have surprisingly been met with a soft smile.
Yeah.
Kid. You really are something, you know that?
I try, and I smile. From what I heard, there were others there when Cobra was... and I kind of pause when Cobra fell. And if you'd allow it, sir, soon, doesn't have to be now, I'd like to go and try to speak to the people that were there, figure out what happened.
As much as I'd like for you to grab a drink with us, I understand this might be your way of making it right.
I would rather not have any substances in my system at the moment. So, next time.
I'm gonna hold you to that, and he kind of points at you.
Yeah, I smile. And I think I pull out those, like, cigarettes that I had been, like, stealing from, like, BizCo protests and things. So those, like, pink cigarettes that I had smoked a couple of times. And I kind of, like, look at them, and I kick open, like, a little hole in the sand, drop them in, and cover them in sand. And just take, like, a deep breath. That's gonna rack my nerves for a few days. And then I look at Geiger. Unless there's anything you need of me, sir, I'd ask to be dismissed. I mean, unless there's anything you need of me, Geiger, I'd like to be dismissed.
There is one thing, actually.
Of course.
And, something I kind of needed from a long time. And... he had a shoulder, or a hand on your shoulder, during most of this conversation, but he kind of swings over the other arm. And with the same force that he would pat you on the back with, kind of brings you in for a hug. Closest thing I've got to a friend. Glad that you were able to meet someone important to me today.
Yeah. Yeah, I hug Geiger real tight, and, like, look at the pillar of Metro. And again, a little worry pops in my brain that if this, like, near legendary figure can be put into the sand, so can anyone. And so I hug Geiger a little tighter.
Yeah. I think before he lets go, he's gonna say, I think she would have liked you.
I smile.
Alright, kid. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, wish I could have met her.
We all will someday.
Yeah, I nod.
Enough of the sappy shit, though.
Yeah, go drink. This is, you gotta celebrate life instead of just mourn the death.
Couldn't have said it better myself. You be safe out there, alright?
I will. I'm gonna take care of this. Please relax. You have done so much in the past few days. I got this, okay?
Up to you, then.
Yeah. Yeah, and I take that, like, fully to heart, and I can feel that, like, grip of, like, this is up to me. I have to do this. This is my job now. Just, like, wraps around me. And I think So I think we discussed that like it's possible that like someone talked about like because we were kind of thinking about going back when Cobra got shot. And so I think it's likely that like someone from the rabbits or like someone else was like running away or something. Maybe we heard from that. So can I make a roll to try to recognize someone, specifically Crow, from the people that were like in the same mission as Cobra, or not necessarily the same mission, but we're around that area.
Is this an eyes roll or a mind roll?
Well, that's a good question.
Are you
Let's
trying to
see.
remember who it was, or are you trying to look?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like start asking who it was, or if I'm trying to remember from what I heard. Honestly, I could just can I try to find the person that like I saw running away, the first person I saw, and convince them to tell me more with blood?
Okay, this is gonna be a back-to-back roll. First roll to second remember. The other roll will be how successful you are at. It's not gonna be a back-to-back. Go ahead and roll to remember.
Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. All right. So,
Because you were
pretty fucked. Yeah.
pretty fucked.
No, that makes sense. All right. With my shitty mind, okay, this I feel. Okay, yeah, I feel like this belief is pretty applicable here. I've done bad, so I will do better. I fucked up this mission the first time. Let's try to make it right.
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hand of the Peacekeeper. I'm trying to figure out who killed somebody.
Okay.
Let's see. Pawns of Power. They were probably someone in the lower down inside of the chain of command inside of these like organizations.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have fucking anything else? Come on. There's gotta be something in here. Something in here. Anything. Nothing. Literally nothing. Okay, cool. Very pog. 12. That's a big fat 12. What's my risk?
Your risk will be. Let me look at your negatives. Okay. Your risk is gonna be an 8.
Bye. Hey! Fuck yeah! Okay, cool.
Release.
Those were both really low, but technically higher. Okay, so what did I do last night? So I barely remember a detail about something that was going on. What do I remember?
Okay. Yeah, are you specifically wanting to remember Crow, or just anyone who...
Yeah, I think it makes most sense, like, plot-wise, and seems like the most fun. For me to remember Crow. It also Crow seems like a very standout character in this event. So it would make sense, at least in my mind.
Yeah, while you were remembering last night, remember being outside of Sam's and drinking some water, something about a sandwich. Oh wait! There was yelling. Someone was yelling, and you couldn't make out who the second person was, but in the alley next to y'all, you saw a figure with a beard. Maybe an older man. God, what was his name? What did they yell? Why did you have to follow us? Crow! Crow! You remember Crow.
Okay, cool. I scan the crowd to see if I can see Crow in this crowd. And since I'm kind of like separated from it, I feel like that makes it a little bit easier since I'm off with Geiger.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and do a PvP roll.
Crow, you hiding? You hiding, little man?
You hiding, my dude? It could be anyone.
I mean, like, I'm just, I don't think Crow would know that he's being looked for, because, I mean, he's
Okay.
just trying to fucking
He's trying to mourn,
get
bro.
schmovin'. Well, no, he's trying to follow,
Oh, I see.
follow
Oh,
her.
He is
Jenny.
looking for someone. He's looking for someone.
Jenny. Yeah, I'm looking for someone. Incredible. Perfect.
What would I, is it, wait, PvP roll is, what does that entail?
Okay, so I'm gonna do it like this. The reason why it's PvP, you're both looking for someone. Whoever wins is the one who finds who they're looking for first.
Oh, that's fun.
Right.
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
So
So, Isabel, there should be a PvP button.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So go ahead and make your rolls, make your maths.
Wait, okay, so, I don't even know what I'd be rolling here as a base.
Rolling to find Jenny.
Yes.
it's probably
Well,
eyes, right?
Okay, well, am I rolling to find Jenny, or am I rolling to avoid being found by Taffy?
I don't think you know that Taffy's looking for you. So this would be rolling
It
to
would-
find Jenny.
Okay, I might just take the same roll that I did last, because that was essentially the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm basically doing that, but I'm also gonna add the size of my enhancements because you know I'm hopping up on those bitches.
A literal bird's eye view.
Yeah, totally. Why is that not one of my traits? Fuck. All right.
Could I actually add all bark and bite to this roll, because Crow is thoroughly pissed off at Jenny and is going to give her an earful?
Yes.
Fueled by rage!
Bro, Crow's just looking at this like family bloodline of just like all y'all fucked. What's going on here?
Wait, what's your roll?
The only reason that thing is in there is to calculate the XP, and the XP inside the PvP is still broken. So,
Okay, so I just submit.
yeah, it just doesn't really matter. Fuck yeah, I got you,
Nice.
bitch.
Yeah, so Taffy, those legs really do you wonders. You get up on your legs and with a nice view of the crowd, most people seem to still be mourning, or at least are kind of getting into groups generally where they were at. But two people, one with seemingly really, really bright purple hair, and the other one kind of similar to what you saw last night, just fucking chasing her down against the current of the crowd. Crow, I will say, you do see Jenny. You are actively chasing her. But as you are running, you kind of hear this guthum, 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 guthum
Oh,
of
fuck.
what seems to be metal feet running behind you.
Me no likey. Is do I have the impression that I'm being followed?
I mean, I'm not like stealthy. I'm pretty loud. When I'm running up on these fucking things, especially in like sand, it just probably sounds like.
Okay, gotcha. Cause if fuck, I might activate my stunt.
Oh god.
Would I be able to do that if he's being cuffed, and I have the idea that I'm getting chased down? I'm like,
Oh
oh, shit.
shit! Oh fuck you!
fuck you, bitch.
We already rolled.
No.
I already found you.
He did already find you, so
No!
I really funny. I'm gonna say that
Should
might not work.
You should have used that stunt before I found you.
Well, I didn't know we backed into the roll, but okay, lesson learned. Fuck you. I think Crow isn't even going to acknowledge the kathunk. I think he's just gonna keep fucking going.
Oh,
For
that's
Jenny.
even better. So you're chasing Ginny, and I'm just like, hey, hello, and then I just start running alongside you, also chasing Ginny.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Bro, you're chasing after Jenny, and all of a sudden this giant ass mecha bird in a nice polo 2 sizes too big shows up right next to you.
I think Crow quickly turns to Taffy and goes, "Dude, what the hell are you doing?"
I'm trying to get to you. You were there last night, weren't you? Not last night. 2 nights ago?
Is this something that me and Jet are trying to keep under wraps, or
That's a good question.
is this something that's I don't want to say common knowledge, but is this? Do I know what Jet is trying to convey? Is he trying to stay out of it, or what?
Okay. It is known that Cobra died. It is not known that Jet was with her. I will say the reason why Taffy knows that y'all were there was because he saw you in the alley adjacent. From the conversation that happened in the scene prior, you had threatened to tell people if Jet didn't open up to you. Because he opened up to you, he is in the assumption that you're not saying shit.
Yeah. I think Crow doesn't look him in the eyes and just keeps walking. Says, "Don't know what you're talking about."
Don't know what I'm fucking. I didn't take that much. I didn't hallucinate. I know you were there.
Where? You're not being very clear. I don't have reason to.
Fucking Sam sandwiches out near the edge of town. That's what. That would have been the closest point from where I think I heard maybe Cobra died, where I heard the gunshot, to into town. So if you were gonna be coming into town, that's where you would have been, and I'm almost fucking certain I saw you. What is your name?
I don't need to tell you anything.
Shit, what was it? It was, Clay?
I think Crow fucking his size says, "No, it's not fucking Clay. It's Crow."
Oh, well, that's easier than I expected. Thank you for telling me.
Look, I don't know what you want.
Okay, here, if I fucking catch this person, will you sit down and talk to me?
No, that's actually the last thing I want you to do. I don't want you to get involved in this. This is wolf stuff. You don't. You have no business meddling in this.
If the past week has taught me anything, it is that one clan's business is every clan's business. Whether we like it or not, we're becoming more interconnected. Would you like me to catch the person you are trying to catch for you? No response? Okay.
I'm thinking. I swear.
I like how we're just sprinting forward. Jenny's just looking back. What the fuck? Why is Big Bird and another bird chasing me?
Fuck. I think Crow's gonna say, "Look, if you want to help me catch her, fine. I don't give a shit. But I'm not telling you anything. Frankly, I'd be. Look, I need my lawyer. No, catch her and then we'll talk."
Okay, cool. Let's fucking do this.
Oh boy.
That's gonna be Moose Clay. That's gonna be fucking. I'm not trying to kill this person.
Yeah, you better not.
Yeah. So, and so I think I'm just gonna try to run in front of them, cut them off. So peace is loud when other options are quiet because they're about to get flanked, and we're doing it peacefully. Hand of the Peacekeeper, former flat foot. Am I ever gonna be able to say that trait out loud? Former flamingo, flatfoot. There we go. Oh shit. I'm not gonna hit her with my bump ahead sign. That would be mean. But can I use the speed from my enhancements to get in front of her?
Yes.
Okay. That's a 21. What is my risk?
7.
Oh, okay. Jenny!
Janai.
Jenny! So,
Do not resist, Janai.
yeah, so the moment Crow's like, alright, get her and then we'll talk, I just like double in speed, flank her from the front, and she like, yeah, what happens?
Okay, so I would say, like, Jenny is like a good, like, 10 or 15 feet in front of Crow. You can see the purple braids, but you can't make out, like, what she's wearing or anything. So, Jenny is running, right? She's trying to get the fuck out of here, and all of a sudden, it's just, go, go, go. Hey, how you doing? She, like, stops, like, kind of ass a little bit, and is just kind of looking at you, horrified.
Awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah, do you say anything?
I'm not gonna like hit her with the sign. But I think I pop the sign in front of me and I go, fuck, I wish this was a stop sign right now.
Okay, yeah, Con, here, I'll put a reference image to what she looks like. It's
Wonderful.
not gonna be the right color. I had to change it, because,
That's okay.
NPC reasons. But she looks like...
Oh my god, I just saw the meme that Kat sent a while ago. Laffy Taffy's fit right now.
You wear big boy clothes.
It's really funny.
Oh, I know you said braids, and I was like, oh!
But her
Oh
hair-
my god, of course it is.
But it's purple.
Incredible.
Credit to Jackson for sending me good art. Yeah, so she's a little bit shorter. She's maybe about 5'3", and she's wearing a white tank top, some like cargo pants, and boots. And she looks at you and immediately grabs for what you think to be like a knife on her
Oh
hip.
fuck.
She goes, who the fuck are you? Why are you chasing me? And why do you have a bump ahead sign?
Taffy, because I'm chasing the guy behind you, and because I thought it looked cool.
Who the fuck is... She looks behind you and she looks at you, Crow. Why are you chasing me?
Why are you leaving?
Why am I wanted? I was just trying to go somewhere.
Go where? Out of all of us here, you should be staying. You should be paying your respects, and you're the first to leave.
Why do I need to be here out of all of the people here? Just the one who's leader.
I think he just gives her a look, like a come on look.
I didn't want to be here in the first place, okay? I'm not even one of the wolves. There's no reason for me to be here.
If you're with us and you're living with us, then you're one of us, whether you like it or not.
Only by association, because he won't let me fucking go.
You wanna leave?
Yes, I want to leave. Why the fuck would I want to be with a bunch of scammers and shit? All y'all do is just put it in the pile. I want my own shit for once.
Oh, so that's why you want to leave? It's because you're selfish.
Says you. You've probably scammed more people in the desert than I have.
You know, you'd be surprised, but what do I know? So where are you going? Are you just gonna go ahead and leave your brother here to take all the flack? You're not really much of a kind sister if you don't stay here to support your brother, right?
Why would I ever support him?
Do you understand what he does for you?
Yeah, he's fucking controlling and selfish, and I don't need someone like you, a stranger I've never met, telling me about my fucking family.
Selfish? How is he selfish?
Why do I have to get into this with you?
I don't know, because the wolves is my business. This is what I do. This is unfortunately what you're a part of too, whether you like it or not. And I think I have a right to know.
Well, and she stands up and kind of dusts the sands off of her jeans. I'm not a wolf. It's not your business, and I'm gonna leave now. Thanks. She goes to walk off.
I look at Crow. You want me to stop her?
Let me think about that.
I mean, we don't got. She's kind of like, she's like 10 paces away, 15. I can run pretty fast, but like, you gotta make your mind up.
Yeah, no, this is Isabel thinking. This is Isabel thinking.
Okay. Sorry, I thought that was Crow.
Yeah,
That'd be funny.
No. Yeah, she's being a brat keeper. Let's keep her here.
Okay. I kind of like run ahead real quick and just like plop the sign in front of her again. Do I need to roll for that?
No, you don't have to.
Okay, cool.
What do you want?
Sorry, kid. I gotta talk to him, and this is the deal I made. Now, to be frank, I'm actually kind of on your side. Sure. So.
Wait, what did you say? You cut out.
I said, to be frank, I'm actually on your side. I hate the whole wolves' whole like awooga shit or whatever they do.
Right, it's so fucking cringy. I don't want to howl every time we go somewhere.
It's not fucking illegal!
You're not gonna let me leave until I talk with you.
Just talk with him a little bit more, and then let you go. You can be on your way or wherever the fuck you're going.
Oh my god. Yeah, she turns around and rolls her eyes.
Sorry.
She looks at you, Crow, and she crosses her arms in front of her. What?
Look, I understand it's not any of my business. Honestly, I didn't want to get wrapped up into your family issues anyways, but here we are. This is what I'm in. But I do know a thing or two about having families in the wolves when you're not necessarily a member yourself. Whatever. But what Jet is doing for you is for your own good. If you were to go out on your own, I frankly don't know what would happen to you. And you have no idea what he is doing to try to keep you satisfied here and keep you happy here. And I think it would be a real disservice to him if you would just go out on your own without even saying goodbye.
Well, I know exactly what would happen when I go out on my own.
Then what? What would it be?
I'd take care of myself. I'd provide for myself.
How?
I'd be there. Because I wouldn't have him breathing down my fucking neck every 5 seconds. He's my brother, sure, but he's the leader of the pack, and he needs to do a damn better job than taking care of me.
Well, frankly, you and I both agree on the same things.
Do you think that things are running smoothly? No, because he's too busy breathing down my fucking neck instead of just letting me go on and do what I want to do. I'm not even hurting anyone.
What if Jet wasn't the leader of the wolves anymore?
Jesus Christ, then he'd be following me around like a stray fucking dog. It keeps him busy. It's just he doesn't keep him busy enough because he's too busy playing Big Brother all the fucking time.
Do you think if he knew that you wanted to go and he would follow you, that he would abandon his leadership position?
Probably not. I mean, he can't even handle both of the things anyway.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you had to choose between one or the other, which one do you think you would choose?
Taffy slowly realizing he might be witnessing beginnings of who.
As much as I would absolutely hate to admit it, he'd probably try to follow me. But he shouldn't. I'm done with him. I take one Bismo pop and he gets all up in arms because, oh, I'm gonna ruin my life. Yeah, fuck
Well,
that.
have you had more than one?
What's it to you?
It's never just one.
Okay, and so what? I'm not hurting anyone.
Well, it seems like you're almost certainly hurting your brother. Your actions are hurting the rest of the pack as well. It seems like you're hurting quite a bit of people.
Pack can go to hell. My brother gets what he fucking deserves. He hurts me, I hurt him back. That's
How is he hurting you? Just by keeping you around? As far as I'm aware, that seems it's coming from a place of concern.
There's a difference between concern and control. If I want out of the pack, I should be able to get out. Many people have done it before. Just
That's
I don't
true.
want to go to the Bulls. I want to go somewhere else.
And where would that be?
None of your business.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and be frank here. I don't think you'll last a day out there by yourself.
Oh, what, are you gonna pull a wolf card and bet on it?
Well, the only person I'd be betting with is you, and you'll be dead. Not like I get anything out of it.
Okay, then why don't we see if you're right, and you can let me leave.
Hmm. Well, frankly, I am a little bit concerned with you leaving. Maybe not necessarily for your own health, but you've been here long enough to know trade secrets and the like, and if you're not going to the Bulls for helping yourself getting off of that sweet, sweet Bismol, how do I know you won't go ahead and go to a different gang or converse? Maybe you might have some. You might run your mouth. How do I know that you won't hurt us?
I don't give a shit about politics.
Well,
Why
it's
do
not
you
the
think I'm trying to leave
politics. It's you haven't made any friends here the entire time you've been in here. Are you gonna go ahead and leave them out to dry? Look, I know you're an addict, but that seems especially low.
For the record, I do have friends, and that's who I would leave to go with.
Oh, so she has friends now. Wonderful. Now, I don't understand who would want to be friends with someone like you. Who are these people? Oh, they must just go ahead and be whatever the humans, huh? They seem all lovey-dovey, right? Oh, or what about the rabbits, the drug-addicted rabbits? How about there? Actually, I think you would fit in quite there, but definitely not the bulls, right?
Do you really think that I would go to a place that claims to help when one of them is standing behind me with a fucking street sign on stilts?
Well, to be fair, he is acting in my best interest, not necessarily his own or yours.
And I'm starting to regret it.
Why do you need to know who my friends are? You're being just as controlling as he is.
Oh, I'm not being controlling. I'm just kind of stating the obvious. I'm just
Okay,
very
all right.
concerned.
Crow. That's your name, right? You said it earlier?
Yes.
You're not helping your case. You're just gonna push her away. And
I don't know. I think I am. I think I'm doing things pretty alright here.
Okay, as someone who has run away from a powerful organization that I hated because they wanted to control me, and I ended up thinking that their motives were bad, it actually turned out quite well for me.
Oh, then, why don't you go ahead and give it a shot?
I don't know enough. All I need is to talk to you, Crow. And
Well, great. You talk to her, give me my information, I'll talk to you. How about that?
You want information, or you want her to stay?
Well, at this point, I'd like to know what she's going to be up to.
Okay. I think I'm gonna take. Have I heard her name at all? They've been arguing a lot, but I don't know if you ever said Jenny.
Have I not said Jenny?
Maybe you have.
I don't know.
I'll say for the sake of flavor text, you'll probably be like, "Come on, Jenny."
Okay, yeah, cool. I think at this point Taffy is getting kind of like exacerbated. He thought this was gonna be a little chase mission, not a little quarrel mission. And so I think he turns to Jenny, pops off his stilt. How old is Jenny, or how old does Jenny appear?
She seems on the younger side, maybe 18, 19 years old.
Okay, cool. Okay, I actually almost 100% agree with the idea of trying to get out of the shitty situation, Jenny. And so I'm like off my stilts, trying to like get eye level. And for me, it ended up good, but that's because I did have somewhere to go to that was safe. You said you're going to go run away with some friends. Do they have resources? Is this place safe?
Yes, they have resources. They have the most resources in all of Paradise City.
Okay. Wait. The most resources in all of Paradise City?
I mean, yeah.
Is it another gang?
No, she doesn't care about politics either.
Okay, I start to squint. I think lower than Crow can hear. I whisper, "Are you joining Bismo?"
What? No. Why the fuck would I want to go there?
Good, just making sure. It's where I escaped from. Shitty place. Don't go. Okay. That's... Crow, I think she's probably right. She's probably going to a place where she is going to be safe. Are you going to be in contact with Jet at all, Jenny?
Maybe.
I think for the sake of things, for now at least, if you want some kind of compromise, you should stay in contact with Jet so Jet can know that you're safe. Because if Jet doesn't know you're safe, he's probably going to become an even worse leader and go psycho bullshit and search the whole town to try to find you. That's not going to help anyone.
I think Crow's not going to go ahead and talk to Jenny, but I think he's going to go ahead and whisper to Taffy and try to get more information of where she's going.
Okay. Oh, that's such a shitty thing to do. Because I'm thinking I could say that I'll set up a neutral form of communication between Jenny and Jet, but that messenger secretly works for me and can track where Jenny is. Oh, how shitty of a thing is that to do? Is that worth what I'm doing? Probably not.
Something that Bizco would have done in the past.
Yeah, absolutely it is. That's why Taffy would have thought of it. I think of that idea and reject it. Okay. I think, are you totally opposed to telling us who you are going with? What organization? If we promise that we won't pursue you, and that you will keep in contact with Jet, are you okay with telling us at least where you're going?
Tell you what I'm going, but I'm not telling Jet. It's just gonna result in another fight.
Okay, deal.
Fine. She looks at you, Taffy. Next time you order a sandwich, maybe try not to go crazy in front of the shop.
Oh. Wait. How do they have the most... Oh god, there's so much I don't know. Okay. That seems fine. Crow, you cool with that?
Yeah, I'm great with that.
Okay. I think you should keep some kind of form of communication with Jet, just so he doesn't fucking flip. We don't have to tell Jet where you are, as long as we know that you're safe. Does that work for everyone?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Crow?
Yeah, works for me.
Okay. Yeah, I just pick up the sign and kind of haul it onto my back.
What's your name, by the way?
Taffy.
Sorry.
And I put out a hand. And I kind of like look at it weird for a moment, because I realize there's not a glove on it. But then I like put it back out.
Oh. Wait, Taffy?
Yeah?
Huh. There was someone looking for you at the shop.
Oh my fucking god, was Typo there? Well, I know Typo was there. Was her name Typo?
I don't know. Pink hair, glasses?
Fucking... Okay. Awesome. Wonderful. Ash, do we have phones in this universe? Do I have a phone number?
You do not have phone.
Okay. In that case, what can I rip off to write on? Is it gonna be Geiger's nice polo? Fucking. Okay. Do you know just vaguely where the Bulls headquarters is?
I mean, most people do.
Okay, awesome, great. If you see that person again, please, please, please tell them to go to the Bulls headquarters and ask for me.
Okay.
If you do that, the next time we need catering at the Bulls, I'll buy from Sam sandwiches.
Deal.
Okay, awesome, and I shake their hand again.
Perfect.
Fucking hell. Okay. I think we should probably cut away from. I feel like I've been in spotlight for a long time.
Okay. Yeah, I think just to end the scene, Jenny kind of puts a hand on her hip and she goes, "Can I go now?"
I look to Crow.
Be my guest.
Thank you. And she walks back, or she walks back towards where she was going. Yeah, IJ.
It's me.
Yeah,
I mean, he's honestly, he's been spacing the fuck out.
Yeah, okay. I think we get a scene of IJ, and we hear kind of like a. Hey, IJ, you doing okay?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
You're kind of spacing, my guy. I got a little bit worried there.
No, I don't know. I was just thinking about the. Yeah, I'm here.
Funeral's getting to you?
No, I guess I just didn't sleep well last night.
Don't blame you. Just too busy thinking about the hall to sleep myself.
Those are kind of throws a wrench in things. I still haven't even talked to the wolves about it.
Yeah. Now might not be the best time to do that anyways. I mean, we have plenty of time to prepare, and the wolves are on our side, and maybe that Laffy fella was doing something, helping us out.
I think, I mean, we need all the help we can get. So, maybe this is also too soon, but Do you know who's going to be taking over the rabbits? Maybe we get a head start.
Yeah. About that. And he kind of looks over in the opposite direction, towards Delta crying. Well,
Oh my
it's
god.
supposed to be that guy. Been coming.
Hmm.
Hope he's gonna be okay, though.
Well,
He really seemed like the leader type.
well, he seems agreeable. I'll give him a couple of days. But I bet
Yeah.
you I can go talk to the wolves.
Listen, IJ,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot going on, and I don't know, you seem kind of spacey yourself. You sure you don't need a break?
No, not really. If you're like, as long as you're intact, then I'm doing my job.
Well, I can live forever.
I'm sure you will. No, I don't know. You know how it is. Some nights out here you don't get anything. And I don't know. Try as I might, there's only so many times you can get covered in dust and I don't know. I haven't been sleeping and I've I don't know. That taffy kid got hurt the other day. We were on our way to go see Cobra, and I don't know. I was thinking about him, and I hope he's all right.
I'm sure he's gonna be okay. And losing family is hard, but you have other family to back it up. The fall isn't so bad. Speaking from experience.
We do. And I mean, it's I don't know. I think that's why I got to get this done. That everyone in our merry little troop, they've been nice. Been nice to be a part of something.
Well, and he kind of stretches. There's one thing you'll always be a part of.
Mm.
He punches you in the shoulder softly.
Which one?
Always the metal one.
Awesome.
Actually, no. I'm gonna say this time it's
It's his left shoulder.
yeah. Kind of punches you in the shoulder softly and he says, whether you like it or not, you're stuck with me. Always be a part of
Indeed.
my friendship.
Like glue. That's okay. It makes it very easy to keep you safe.
You're always keeping me safe. Let me keep you safe for a change. You've seen
That's
me in
the
the
fun
ring.
part. You get to be the thinker and the speaker, and I get to be the wall. We can only be good at so many things.
Yeah, but walls can be painted on to be something new.
No.
Maybe you just need a fresh coat.
No. Kind of feels like the surface has. You'd need a lot of paint thinner.
I think you're too hard on yourself.
Makes one of us.
God damn it, Connor. Sorry.
No, you-
Well, when you do deserve to clock out, going to get drinks with Geiger, celebrate Cobra's life. Can join us.
I might. Definitely seems like a opportune time striking anyone else.
Well,
I know
Yeah.
you think I work too much, but my niche is all-encompassing. I can't do what I do if I don't do it all the time. And besides, you remember what it was like when I first wandered into this camp? I didn't have anything else to do. So, it's nice that I have a lot to do. So, enjoy your drinks. I'll be outside of the bar. I'll give the wolves a day, and then I'll go see them.
I appreciate that I could always rely on you. And he kind of takes a step forward to kind of join with the others, but he stops and he turns back and he says, you know, I get that you like working and all, but some days I wish I could get to know you off the clock. Just something.
Lots gonna need to change before that happens. We have work to do.
Aye, aye, Captain. He kind of puts his hands like behind his neck, kind of like almost as if he was leaning back in a chair. Just don't die of exhaustion. As he walks off to join the others.
Yep. Cool. I'm just gonna unceremoniously kind of pop his goggles on and walk off to, I don't know, a place. I'll figure it out. Not
Yeah.
here.
Go ahead and check your journal for me.
Yeah, no worries. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. That's the. He'll go to that place.
Okay.
Oh boy. But we can get to that later, I'm sure.
Oh, we can later. Yeah. Let's see. Jay. Cool. I will now take this opportunity to ask the other players. Where are you? Actually, no. There's gonna be a thing. Adam.
I'm struggling to unmute. Okay, I'm here now.
Yeah. Caravan, where are you?
Fuck. Caravan. I mean, he probably heard about the funeral, and he knows that all the other contestants other than Sam is gonna be there. And right now, he doesn't want to bother them during a funeral, so he'd probably be looking for the bitch that people keep talking about in the gym, and he saw on the sign-on roster and stuff. This
Okay.
Adam character.
Adam, are you at the gym?
Probably. I mean, I'm trying to think of where else she goes, but that's all she really does is she goes from gym to gym.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. I would like to see a scene of Caravan, you probably for the 10th time this week walk into yet another gym. I'll say for the sake of purposes,
How long
this
does
will
it?
be this.
Oh, so
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask how long has it been since the day I learned about the fight?
It's been about 2 or 3 days.
Okay, and I think he's been going to every other gym in town, uh, avoiding Rocky Stallone's gym specifically. But today he's finally just given up and decided to come here to see if she's here today.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Okay. We get a shot. We get a shot of Caravan opening the gym once again, and is greeted with an ever so lovely. Yeah, it's the wrench guy. We knew you'd be back.
How you doing, Rocky?
I'm doing swell as ever. You see these guns? Twice as big every. What training for the tourney gets you. Am I right? Am I right? And like him and his brother kind of do flap.
God. Is there any damage to his enhancement at all?
No, actually, puppy's working pretty well. Don't know what you did, but seems to be working a lot better than last time.
Okay. Oh, I tend to work for quality.
Hey, yeah, I will say this though. We do have a special guest in town that does need a little bit of fixing up, or new shit's always breaking down. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And he like slaps you on the back like super fucking hard.
Don't do that.
Hey, I'm just
gotta
messing
fucking-
around. I'm just playing the shit. You know what? Hey, yo, Adam, and he like yells across the gym.
I don't think Adam is hearing it, because I think while this conversation is happening, she's hitting something that's hanging up. And she's in her groove.
Okay. Yeah.
So in her head, she hears like, and she's like just still going.
So does he gesture towards her?
Yeah, he kind of like puts a hand up in the air towards the general direction. He goes, she's in the groove today. You know what I mean? Tourney's coming up. She's constantly in here just beating the shit.
So that's
Uh,
Adam.
Yeah. You can come meet her. She's a real sweetheart. Love her.
Well, first, what do you know about her?
Oh, Adam?
Mm-hmm.
Adam kicks ass. She's got equipment that constantly breaks down, but her fists could do the job just as well. Why did I go southern there?
Rocky, where are you from?
I'm from all over the place. You know what they say, you
Well,
gotta keep moving, gotta keep your fists going.
Trust me, I understand that, but like, where were you born?
You know, one thing they say about a good man is that he never knows where he's born. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm gonna walk away from Rocky, head over towards Adam.
Hey, yo, you be nice to my Adam, okay? She's a real sweetheart. We love her coming in, okay?
Mm-hmm. God, wait, does Rocky own the gym?
Yes, he does.
Oh my god.
Rocky's sock and jock.
Oh,
I'm gonna add that to places.
okay. Okay, yeah, I approach, and I see, I'm not gonna interrupt her while she's, pounding away. While she's pounding, is there any actual damage to her enhancements right now?
Yeah, Adam, are you, like, just bare-fisting whatever, sandbag is in front of you, or are you practicing with your equipment?
She is practicing with her equipment, and I will say her equipment looks not in good shape. You can tell that it is, because you're like a enhancement dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that this is handmade. Like everything that is on this thing has been put on herself or by somebody, and they probably like read a manual and went, "Oh, I can do this," and then they did it.
Okay, yeah. As soon as you, take a breath or stop and rest for even a second, Caravan's gonna chime in saying, "It looks like you could use a tune-up."
What? And she's still just pounding away. She goes, can you tell I'm busy? And she like is like still pounding the twink.
Oh, yeah, I can see that you're busy, but you could do a lot more damage there if you actually took care of your equipment.
I think at this, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think at this point, she like puts her hands to her side, and kind of like looks Caravan up and down.
Oh yeah, he's how tall is Adam?
She's actually like on the shorter side. I think she's like 5'3" or 5'4".
Okay, then we're at eye level.
Okay, so I think she goes to like look you up and down, and instead looks eye level and down. And she like cocks an eyebrow. What are you saying about my gears?
Your gears?
Yeah, my gear.
I'm saying that it could be better. It's not bad, it's just it could be better.
I think she like kind of like rolls her shoulders as if she's kind of like moving the muscle like to like warm down a little bit. And she goes, well, they say it's the person behind the gear that, keeps the machine turning, not the gear itself, but have any references?
Well, you can say that about the person, but when someone from Bizco comes at you with, high-tech gear with fucking explosive fist, I hear they have that. The person really doesn't matter at that point, so gear matters a lot more than you could think.
Cool, that's an interesting take. What are your references? I asked about that.
References? Like, what do you mean?
Who have you worked on? Names I know?
Rocky. He's not gonna make eye contact
She
with Rocky.
grimaces. She grimaces.
I've worked on him once so far, not trying to make him a repeat customer though.
Yeah, he's got a lot of character. Well, so no one from around here, right?
I've worked on a few names. I keep my clientele close to the chest though. It's just whoever needs help. I don't usually seek out customers.
So you have no repeats then?
I have repeats.
Doesn't. Oh, okay.
I just tend to avoid certain clientele that I don't get along with.
Huh. Well.
And the only reason I'm talking to you about this is there might be something that I can help you out with and you could help me out with.
And what would that be?
At that point, Caravan's just gonna pull out the little flyer and hold it up for the Pink Punch Out party.
Ah. So you want to be in the pinky fight then, huh?
I don't want to be in a fight.
And she like clicks her tongue a little bit.
Excuse me? What was that?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just tick.
Okay, I'll keep that as a note. So, no, I don't want to be in the fight. I'm not interested in fighting. I'm just interested in the reward.
You cut off right at the
Cut
end,
off.
buddy.
I'm interested
The
in
reward? Did you say the
Yeah,
reward?
I'm interested in the reward.
Okay, you cut off again, but I know what you said.
Holy shit!
He said the reward. Okay. Well, I guess we have that in common.
Well,
So why are you coming to me and not one of the other several people on there?
the other several people, A, have been hard to get in touch with. B, already have powerful friends and mechanics working for them, so they won't trust me. Most likely, I haven't talked to them yet.
So you
And-
like a pity case?
Underdog. It's always a good story.
She like points to the symbol on her head. She goes, "Yeah, this is a bit of an underdog story."
Okay. Well, all I'm saying is I could be in your corner and I could be there to fix up your enhancements and make them better.
I would like. Okay. Well, the thing is, underdogs, they also tend to be junk dogs, right? As you can see, and she kind of gestures to her staff. She goes, "I make do with what I got, and I like things how they are. I don't want you changing a whole lot of shit, but if you can give it a little bit of oomph and I try it out, maybe we can have a deal.
A little bit
But
of
don't mess with anything. And I want you to use my stuff.
You want me to use your stuff?
It's the best.
I mean, I can
Because I
always.
say it is.
Okay. Well, God, maybe I can still talk to Sam. Anyways, what kind of enhancements do you even have? What exactly are the mechanics behind it?
Speak louder, Chris. You were cutting out a
What
bit
the
on my
fuck
end.
is up with this? What are the mechanics of your enhancement?
Adam kind of like tilts her head to the side a little bit in thought. And she goes, "I know where that one is." And she pulls out her gym bag and she opens it up and it's just full of like magazines and manuals and books. And she's digging through. And she's like, "Oh, here it is." And she like tugs it up and she hands it to him. She's like, "Whatever's in there."
I don't really usually do magazines, manuals, or books.
Well, if it's what you got, it's what you got.
Can I make a roll just to look at her enhancements and see if I can decipher the purpose of it real quick?
Go for it.
Okay.
Adam, are you gonna try to stop him?
I mean, I'm just gonna look at it visually and from what I saw.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't manhandle my
No,
gear,
I'm not gonna.
then
I'm not gonna
Okay.
touch it. I'm just gonna, judging from what I saw when she was pounding on the twink.
I didn't mean to say it out loud. It just came out. We can't
Cool.
repeat that.
Okay, eyes would be 4. With time, I can make any clock tick. With if I take enough time watching her, which I did.
I would
spend-
say, as Caravan does like kind of examine it, if he gets a little bit too close, Adam will go, "Careful, she bites." Just to keep him away.
Okay.
So that's 4 plus 3, and then Jack of all cogs. Fucking not. I did not make it. Enhancements. So that's at 14, and then getting the job done is all that's important. And the only reason I'm gonna argue this is because right now the only job that's on his mind is finding someone that can win that punch out, and she's the first one I'm talking to. And if I this is going to be my job in this. This is going to be, if she is someone that I think can win, this will be my job, and this is all that's important.
Okay.
Okay. And I don't think I can use any of my items. So let's see what I'm rolling for. Okay, 19.
Oh.
What's my risk?
Okay.
Joe Mama, who wrote
Your
that?
risk is a 12.
Me,
Oh,
I
God.
did. I wrote Mama.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for doing that. Oh wow. Jeez.
Damn. Yeah. Just from looking at it, which of course isn't going to be the same, actually inspecting the parts and that sort of thing. Yeah. You can tell that this is definitely a self-made project. It seems to be the reason why it's breaking down so much is because this set has been very, very loved. falling apart at the seams. Nothing that doesn't seem super unfixable, but maybe to an untrained eye wouldn't really know which parts to bang and which parts to screw. God, I'm just now realizing the euphemisms and mechanics.
I never, not even once, did I think I was going to scrap what she has. Building on top of what's already there is always the best. She's familiar with it.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing that you would have to scrap. Maybe some parts that you would have to strengthen. But it's doable. I mean, looking at the equipment she has, and looking at the way that she was fighting and practicing when you're approaching her, I would say that she has a pretty good shot. It would take a tank to kind of fuck things over pretty heavily.
Thank God Geiger has been crossed out. Let's think. So, you don't want me... I have an idea to help you out, but first, I can just do a general tune-up real quick on your equipment. See
she
how you like it.
raised an eyebrow.
Just let me do it and see how you like it. I'm not going to edit anything. I'm just going to fix what you have. And then he's going to wave his toolbox with just these tools. That's it.
She runs her thumb over her bottom lip and is thinking. Well, I mean, if you're not gonna mess with a lot of it, then can I see what tools you have?
Yeah, I'll open it up. It's just a general set of tools. Anything that I could just apply to any kind of mechanics. Nothing crazy, nothing special. I have my initials put engraved in each one.
Oh, so that's what makes them special then.
To me, yeah.
She kind of laughs at that. And she's like, "We have that in common, I guess." Sure, take a hand at it since you know how to deal with special things.
Okay, so I'm gonna use everything I use for my own one, except I'm gonna add by my own hands, which will bring me up to 23. And then I'm going to add my toolbox, which brings me up to a 26. And then, Aster, can I add a jack to this? If you remember the mechanics of that.
Added. Oh.
Which will just give a +5 to her rolls for a temporary time.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got a 26, then that gives me +5. I got a 31. What's my risk?
What are you rolling for?
To tune up and just basically make her enhancements perform better than they are right now. Because they're all rinky-dink right now.
Okay.
I'm not adding anything to it. I'm not making it... The only thing I'm adding is a jack, which is going to just give it a temporary boost.
Your risk... same. It's going to be a 12.
Okay, what did I say what I was rolling? Damn it. Fuck. Okay, a second.
I'm just saying, as Caravan is working, she is very intently looking over his shoulder and be like, "Yeah, don't touch that one. That one's important." And kind of having her fingers on her chin.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, well, use her.
Damn. Okay, yeah. Would you want to describe the scene, Caravan, or would you...
Oh yeah, so I can clearly tell that she is very fond of everything that is already there with this work. I can respect that. I am also someone that is a fan of the rinky dink and making shit work when it's not supposed to. So I'm going to be very respectful of the fact. I'm basically any chips, gravings and stuff like that have been there from maybe past battles. I'm not going to fix those, but anything that's integral to the structure of it, like at the joints and where the power is centered from and coming from, I'm going to strengthen those and make sure that it, will in the future not crap out on her as easy, and hopefully, make it perform better. And just to show her what I can offer, I am going to plug in a little jack and give her the temporary. What was the plus that we decided, Aster?
Oh shit.
One second. DMs. Real emo.
Yeah.
Jack.
Is it pinned? I think I pinned it.
Maybe.
Okay. Shit.
It's
I
okay.
didn't pin it.
Let me just search Jack. We probably didn't say the name Jack in our DMs that much. Oh shit, I don't think we associated a number with it. Fuck!
Fuck.
I'll be okay with whatever call you make.
You're enhancing a number to her roll, is that right?
Yeah, so for a temporary time, so for maybe like equivalent of 2 to 3 turns, or they'll get a +4, +5, or whatever to.
Oh, wait. Okay, this will be easy. Your bond. Okay, you'll add a 3.
Okay. So 3. So add a 3. Is that gonna be every time I add a jack, or is it gonna? It's always gonna be +3.
No. I'm gonna say the thing about your jack is gonna be dependent on the bond, like the person's bond to their enhancement.
Okay.
Does that work?
Sweet, that works. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so 3, and then usually how long will it last?
Let's say 3 rounds.
Works. Okay. Okay, yep, I fix her up, and I'm hoping that juicy, good roll, I'm gonna say, well, why don't you go ahead and pound on the twink again, see how you like it.
Yeah, I think before she does that, she like kind of examines her gear. Yeah, she just calls it gear. Someone call it gear. She examines her gears, and she notices that like all of the little dents and stuff are still there. And she goes, "Oh, good, you kept the important parts." And then she tests out the new do, I guess.
I'm gonna add a little bit of flavor text here.
Yeah.
Chris, go ahead and make a 1d2. 1 is gonna be good, 2 is gonna be bad.
Oh shit, wait, what's the flavor text? Oh no, what's gonna happen?
Just do a 1d2.
Oh god, I'm not good with 50-50. Shit!
1 is good.
1 is good. Okay. I thought you said, oh god. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, Adam, on your gear, I'm gonna say that there's a sticker, like right on the upper arm, not quite the shoulder, but like right on the side of it. It's a little sticker of a candle. Maybe the one thing that you didn't want him to touch was this candle sticker. And as you're examining the gear, you go to look at that sticker, and it is left completely untouched.
I think Adam takes special note of that before she starts testing it out. That is extremely sweet. Oh yeah, okay, cool. That's perfect. So how does this gear feel on my body now compared to previously?
I would say it still has that same feel to it. There might be like a little bit of a heft, but the way that you're moving, you notice that it's not fighting you as much as it normally would. It feels like someone oiled a door and it's not squeaking anymore. Punches seem to come out a little bit faster. The way that you can block seems to be a little bit more durable. It feels like a nice upgrade. Familiar, but still good.
I think after a few punches to kind of test out the movement and like feeling the weight shift on her body, if there's any stuff like that. I think she turns to Caravan and does like a half nod, and she goes, "Not bad."
Mm-hmm.
Just right in.
Oh, wait. Okay, I don't know what that means, but I'll ignore that.
Yeah, Adam, you gotta punch the sandbag in front of you, and one is good. As you punch, you notice it's swinging a lot more than it normally.
So a little power behind my punch, it seems.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think if you find that satisfying, then you'd see that I'm clearly an asset to have in your corner.
Well, how much is this asset gonna run me?
Well, if you put me in the corner and we share in the reward, nothing.
Huh. Adam, her expression
Maybe-
was. Oh, keep it going.
Maybe some help with maintaining your equipment. I don't have endless supplies, but other than that, nothing.
Okay, yeah. Adam definitely. Her face has been pretty straightforward. This entire time, not really changing expression. Also, oh my god. But when he says that the payment is like winning itself, like the reward at the end, she like raises both of her eyebrows this time. In true surprise. Well, and this is a one-time thing, right?
As far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Well, I think I would be a fool to pass this opportunity up. So I guess we have a deal.
Okay.
Don't
Well,
really know how to do these things.
do these things? What do you mean? Work on equipment?
No, I know how to do that.
I was about to say.
Asshole.
He kind of.
No, the having a second, I don't really.
You don't
I
have
don't know if there's a
coach?
form. No.
Okay. Do you have a stitch man?
I have supplies in my bag.
You're your own stitch man?
I mean, I've stitched myself up. Is that what you mean?
Well, when you get breaks between bouts, you gotta have someone. Rocky just told me this the other day. You have to have someone, like, fix the cuts and all that, right?
That somebody is me. So I guess.
Oh boy. Okay. I mean, let's see.
An underdog is a junk dog is a lone wolf.
Oh God. So I guess if we're gonna be partners, and I just want to know the boundaries to my job. I have a couple of ideas to improve your enhancements a little bit. I won't edit what's there. I'll just add on top. Would that be
Uh-huh.
a no-go? I can tell that you put love and care into them. I wouldn't disrespect that.
I do. You seem to know your stuff. Do you have to use your materials to make my enhancements better, or can I supply you with my own? I'm pretty picky about that.
Well, if I tell you what I need, would you be able to supply what I need?
I guess I'll only know until you tell me. So, lay it on me.
Okay, one second. Let me pull up the ideas I had one more time.
6 turbo encabulator.
I need at least 3 grams of uranium. So.
I hope you're kidding. I hope you're still
No,
joking.
I am. Um, I mean, you know mechanics. I can straight up talk to you about what I'm wanting to build. Because I was
Yeah,
thinking,
don't baby me. I got it.
yeah, I was thinking adding something pneumatic and spring loaded to your punches might give them a little bit more pop and power.
As you're saying that, it looks like her eyes are moving like upwards, like she is scrolling through a book in her head, and she's nodding.
Mm-hmm. And then, do you have any enhancements on your leg, or is it just your arm?
Just the arms. Couldn't find a book about that.
Okay. Um, Adding another enhancement to your legs could make you a little bit swifter on your feet and add some more advantages in the ring. But I'd rather focus on your arm since you're already familiar with that and know how to work with that.
Yeah, my gears are pretty light already. I think just adding more power to it, I'm already familiar with the weight, so shouldn't be too hard for me to move around fast.
Okay. Now, for the pneumatic spring-loaded idea, well, obviously I need springs, and then I need some kind of something to hold pressure as it builds up and release with when the springs hit a point. So any kind of small canister I can change and make it into what I want along.
Hold on, you're saying a lot. How about I show you what I got? And I am gonna Jesus. I'm gonna kind of gesture for him to follow me, and I'm gonna take him to my bike that's parked outside.
Oh shit, a bike.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. Fucking, is this
yeah,
bike
she like
as shitty as your arms are?
I can look. It looks like something that I grabbed or I took a picture of and that I no longer have it. Let me Google it. It'll probably be one of the first things that pop up. It's probably not in great shape because it's a bike in the middle of the desert that I maintain myself. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm doing some massive Googling right now. I'm gonna type the word old next to it. And hopefully something cool and worn down. It's I don't know how to pronounce it even. It's a is it Bajaj? Bahaj? Baja.
Like
Oh my
jalapeno.
God. Is this bike of the Baja Blast brand?
No. But it is a Baja bike that is like looks in similar condition to I'm sorry. It had a J at the end. I didn't know if it was it was said differently. And it's also got like a mishmash of of signs and stuff on it.
Okay. Straight face.
I'm trying.
I'm blocking out the chat.
Yeah, it's got a lot of like signs and stuff on it, like your gears have. So I guess you could say that it isn't in good shape, but I think the fact that she has a bike to begin with, where I feel like most people don't, indicates that it is well maintained and well kept despite the appearances. You know.
Okay.
Which the fuck? This is not my trip bucket moment. This is not my trip bucket moment.
This is your trip bucket moment, Kat. I'm so sorry to break it to you.
Despite how much Caravan wants to stop and fawn over the bike, I think he's gonna focus on what kind of equipment she has.
Oh, yeah, that's what she. When he's like, "Oh, the equipment," she refers to her bike again.
Wait. So yeah, where's
the
equipment? Is it like is there like a little container on the bike or something?
No, you're looking at it. She kind of like gestures to the bike again. She goes, depending on whether or not I'm on the road or not, I take pieces of it and put on my gear and vice versa. I mean, you ever heard of the ship of Theseus?
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's like that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have to work with what I can find on this.
I mean, I can try to find you something, but usually,
Oh. Caravan is
She
going to
has
crack
all the
his
stuff for me.
knuckles and say, "I'll find a way to make it work." Is it? Do I have to roll, or would I be able to find everything that I would need to make what I have planned, Aster? Because I imagine a bike would have most of the things I need. It's just,
I'll say this.
do you want this to be able to run after I'm done getting the parts I need?
Adam.
That was a question, Adam?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got really distracted by that one comment. I tuned into chat at the wrong moment.
Okay,
What? Would you repeat what you just
I
said?
said, do you want this bike to run after I get the parts I need?
I would like for it to, because I mean, it's gonna be this one match, and then I'm probably out of here again. So,
I can always put it back together after the match.
Why? Like, what exactly are you taking from it that's gonna cause it to?
Well, I was thinking one of the pistons and cylinders from the engine could come in handy.
Okay. Let me think on that. Yeah, screw it. I can find something laying around probably, or whenever. Oh yeah, whenever I beat somebody, I can just take what's on them and then put it in my. Okay, yeah, no, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Go ham.
Okay, yeah, Aster. So what's going to be the process of getting the parts I need?
I'm actually gonna say for time wise, if it's okay, we're probably gonna have an aerial shot of the two of them kind of planning this out. We see Caravan kneel down at the bike and kind of messing with it, in which we will return to this at a later scene, if that is okay.
Yeah, that's cool. I gotta recover from chat. This is hilarious.
Perfect.
I gotta read all throughout chat now, see everything I missed.
I'm determining how I want to do this. We're gonna take a 5-minute break because I have to
Cool.
see how fucking
I can't.
carnage.
I can't believe that it's actually Bajaj.
I thought she was talking about like Baja bikes.
I
Because
thought
the
I
Baja
was
bikes.
Yeah, that's what I was. I mean, it was spelled BAGAG, so I thought it was.
BAG? Did you see a G?
I know.
Did you see a G cat?
It's
You're digging your grave.
J.
Bajaj. Nicki Minaj.
Ninki Minaj.
That POV,
So-
you
so-
are cat.
There is both a Baja Motorsports and a Bajaj Auto Company.
Lovely.
Which are you trying to? They both make motorcycles.
I mean, it was.
Baja.
I typed it in as BAJA in my description. So
You're afraid to say the word.
I am. I don't know. I do not know
Baja.
anymore.
It
Is
would.
it Baja?
But it's Baja if it don't got another J at the end. But it's Bajaj if it do.
God damn it! Here's something I want to
according-
reference, but none of y'all know it.
According to the very wise Indian man who made that price list on YouTube, he spoke the truth. He said Bajaj, and we said yes, sir. I'm gonna bite someone.
I just wanted to talk. I had a really shit day, so I just wanted to say words. Schrodinger's Baja!
Schrodinger's Baja. If you toss a Baja and an extra J into a box, and there's a 50-50 chance that the extra J attaches to the Baja, and you don't observe the Baja, is it a Baja or a Bajaj? Or is it both simultaneously?
Bahaj. Bahaj.
It's Schrodinger's Bajaj. What if we just started adding random J's to things now?
I think we should. I think that'd be great.
Hi, this is my character, Taffy.
I was trying to add a J to my nickname, but I was gonna just say Ender, so I almost just said, "Hi, my name is Gender."
Even better.
No, thank you.
Gender spelled
None
with
for
a
me.
J.
Yeah.
You don't want gender.
That's my
You
sister's
want.
name.
You want. Gender.
Caitlyn Gender.
Chicken gender.
Oh,
Oh my god, I broke them again.
Please.
The moment I typed this, it made me think this is gonna make Lab go rat mode.
Which one?
Chicken gender.
Very true.
My tummy hurts.
Jean Gender?
What is
Jean jacket?
like a
You can
dork?
call me Gender. Jean Gender.
No,
was
that's
my
just-
father.
That's just ginger.
Oh, I'm gonna take a nap in my jorts.
In your horts?
My jorts.
In your bahorts.
My.
Your bajaj. Your bajaj jorts. My George just Ah, your Georges. Your
George.
Georges.
I'm gonna die.
Oh shit, guys! I left my Georges in the dryer. In the dryer.
Dryer spelled with a J.
Dryer.
Dryer spelled.
Spelled with a J. Guys. J spelled J.
Jiger.
It's like we're regressing. We're returning back to
Oh wait, who's that?
It's Chris.
I will officially be
Of course it
changing
was.
my name. I no
To
longer
Jen
wish-
City Joe.
No,
Joe.
I no longer wish to be associated with the letter J.
I.
Return
I-
to donkey.
Chunky.
Is it or
Chunky
Judge.
I'm crying, bro. Oh my god. Holy fuck. God damn it.
Oh. Oh yes.
Please.
Joukji. Out joud. Joukji. Out joud.
I'm sweating so much right now.
I'm crying so fucking hard. My face is wet. Holy
Bro.
shit. Oh
Bro,
my fucking
y'all,
god.
I'm laughing so hard I'm gonna jit myself.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna jit my jorts.
No.
And I just got them out of the
Jay
dryer.
George. No.
Oh.
Holy fuck. Just looking at jowing out Jow is so demented.
You mean Chom your jilt? Gillette?
It's the
It's Jlit, thank you.
Ugh.
That sounds like a slur.
It really does. Half of these sound. But every time I say one of these words, I have to monitor myself in my brain before I'm like, is this a slur? It sounds like a slur.
Slurcore.
That's Nick Dimbla.
Oh my goodness.
Connor is using words while I drink water.
I'm sorry. He is.
Trying to
I mean,
no
so
one-
is Pierce.
So is
Riz,
Pierce.
So is Jared.
No
Oh
one's
my god, my
disagreeing.
throat hurts so bad.
No one's disagreeing.
I mean, can we look at what Chris said in chat? I think.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
Did he
we
say
still
what I
have
think
our
he
slur
said?
coded.
I said Jeaner.
Just don't say that out loud. You are
Does
treading
it-
a thin fucking ice.
Oh.
It's not guttural enough to sound memey.
It's
No.
really not.
No, that one's pretty close.
No,
my
that
God.
one's like one letter off.
I was, yeah.
I thought.
I feel so bad. There's no door here. I'm afraid that people are
Who's weeping? is that Isabel?
That's Isabel.
That's God.
Judge.
Damn it, Judge.
Judge.
That's
Oh my God.
Wait, how come we're having this conversation? How could we forget about Judge?
Judd is jeeping.
Okay, hey guys, I think I have good Judge news. So
Yeah,
when,
Judge-
we were there was no.
the clam.
I don't think he died. All the clams, all the clams are still in the water. So I think they have a mechanism to like move around a little bit.
Oh.
I do know that. I do know that.
Mud.
I do know that. Yeah. Well, the clams can also like use some siphons sometimes. Sometimes bivalves have the evolved ability to just kind of piss
I
themselves
almost
in a
said
direction.
something really mean.
What was it?
Nothing.
Something about a bivalve, and that's
No,
just one of us.
I was gonna tell you to shut up. I was gonna call you a nerd.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Well, that's
really
fair.
derogatorily.
If you're gonna call me a nerd, at least call me a jerd.
A jerk.
That also feels. I don't know about that one.
Jeek.
Ugh,
They
that
all
one's
sound like
worse.
they all sound like slurs.
They do.
It's so upsetting. Anyway, my point is, I think Judge is actually fine.
Yay!
I think Judge migrated away. Judge moved to a happy farm somewhere else.
Is the Great Clam Migration.
It's got fun.
They're
Nerd-
going
underwater
south for the
butterflies.
winter.
Nurge?
Yeah,
What?
instead
Yeah,
of-
I don't want to say that one out loud.
Nurge is better than Jerd. Come
I
on and
don't-
slam, and welcome to the jam. And slam.
That word. So you gotta
Come
make
on
Come
and
on.
slam, and welcome to the Sam.
it Baham.
The ham?
Welcome to the clam.
Clammy.
Clammy. Oh no.
Holy fuck.
Slam.
I almost was just
Did you
No,
almost
it's not
commit a
even
hate crime in
No.
Roll20 chat?
no, but I was like, oh, this would be a interesting word to try to do, and then I typed it regularly. I was like, oh, it's probably just pronounced the same.
What was it? Wait, now I want to know.
I'll type it in VC. And then
Are you trying to hide your sins?
yeah, it's not
Yes.
even sinful, but I don't want it on recording because I already embarrassed myself with Baja Blast. So
But what if it took on the Baja quality and
Or the-
became Vagina?
I was gonna say for the
I like
record,
that.
Cat said vagina.
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 What confuses
That
me
was
is when
good.
people say vagine.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
If you're gonna say
Juicy.
Ooh.
I got a vagine on my vagine.
What is wrong with you?
Juicy.
Juicy. I'm gonna juck your juicy.
Jom fine juicy, said Judge.
Oh Jesus! I know it's been like 10 minutes.
It actually has.
That's just pussy.
Oh God.
The
All right,
nah,
did we-
wait, I
did we-
shouldn't say
did
that
we-
one.
Did we get it all out? Did we get all the Greebles and demons out?
Greebles. I love Greebles.
They're the things that
Jeebles.
can't-
Jeebles.
Oh my fucking god.
Wait, I thought Greebles were the like parts inside of sci-fi spaceships.
No. A Greeble is, you know, cats, you know what cats like. They just look in the distance, at the wall, and they're not looking at anything.
Oh,
You can get a Greeble.
oh, a Grable.
Not Junt!
Not the John.
The old junk punt.
Jock.
Yeah,
Oh, that's already a word.
Junk. Did you say junk?
I
No.
said jock.
That's
Oh.
already that's a word.
It is.
No,
Ju-
nope. That one also sounds like a slur.
Yeah, I was about to say one that sounded like a slur.
Oh. Oh, I just thought of one that really.
I was like, that
Ugh.
one's got slur written on it.
Genus.
Stop making. Chris,
Um,
just because you replace a letter doesn't mean we don't know that you're trying to say a slur.
Wait, I didn't say a slur.
You.
You fucking
That good
almost.
pink.
No.
No!
Wait, which one?
You idiot! Just a
Pink.
hell, bro.
Pink.
Just
It's
delete this hell, bro.
Wait,
Genus.
Oh my god,
Wait, which one was this?
bro.
I'll DM you.
Jesse.
Jissy. I don't think he understands. Oh, okay, I see what that could have been.
Yep.
Get it down,
Oh, I just
thought it
DM'd
was-
it to you, so.
Yeah, all I was
what
thinking
you-
was pink to jink, and then
Okay, you
No,
can't say
God.
jizz. That one's
I just did.
saying this is a very good gif. Alright, I'm ahead out.
Just like piss.
Chris, I'm glad it took you like a whole DM to realize what it took.
because all in my
2
mind
seconds
is
for
that's
the rest of
pink.
us.
It couldn't be anything
No,
else.
shut up.
Well, we can appreciate that his mind was so far away
Jump.
from that to the
You
point.
had to think like you had like one more thought and you just didn't think it. Like
Yeah.
Connor, thank you.
okay, I'm gonna ask it again. Did we do it?
Oh my fuck. Can we play now? Can we be done now? Otherwise I'm gonna cry out all the water in my body.
Alright, I think we did it, y'all. I think we've okay.
Fuck.
More
I need a. I'm laughing
Jumping.
hard, I think. I hope
I'm
not
gonna
stop.
jump.
I made the jump joke.
I'm gonna jump.
Oh fuck.
Alrighty, y'all. I think I know how this is gonna go. So we may return if the J's are
Hey.
all out of our system.
They're not.
Not the gist
They'll never be, anyways.
Alrighty.
Jaced and Jussie jilled.
Okay.
Alrighty. We returned. A single awakens us at the scene. As we see on the outskirts, where two stray. Well, no, let me retcon that. Where we see on the outskirts where a stray and a house cat once met. It seems that. Anyways, it seems as if this house cat is me. IJ, what are your thoughts going into this?
Not many.
Someone's mic is loud.
Isabel,
I'm
mute your mic.
No,
Nah,
it's
you,
okay.
no, Chris,
sorry.
you shh. There you go.
Sorry. What,
no,
what,
I just his head is empty. Because he cannot think about this very much.
as you approach. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. That's it. That's all there is to say. It's empty.
As you approach the almost annoyingly familiar scene, approaching an annoyingly familiar man. You hear, "I've been texting you. Have you not checked? Have you forgotten the arrangement that we had?"
I've been busy.
Oh, busy. Such a petty excuse, but I guess we'll go with it. I'm assuming that since you're here, you got my message. Although it should have been days ago.
Look, it's not my fault a gang leader got shot. Those things. Of course.
It may not be your fault now, but I have some bad news for you, little puppy. Got new orders from the top.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm trying not to look at chat.
You just don't have to. Look, I don't have all day. I have places to be. I have shit to do.
Yeah, Lixer kind of lets out a little bit of a chuckle, and he says, well, to be quite frank with you, you have all day if I tell you you do. Think I got time to fuck around too. I'll make this brief, since you're so itchy.
Look. Currently, we're all just in the time that you gave me. I didn't ask for this. So yes, I'm going to use what little of this I get to use. So that I don't have to think about you.
Oh,
So
it
yes,
worked both ways.
keep it brief. And we can both walk away.
You know, just for this little attitude that I'm getting, I think I'm gonna make it a little bit longer, actually. I'll tell you about my day in the office.
God. Mm-hmm.
Well, you see, I had a stack of papers put on my desk this morning. Quite an interesting little mission. They want me to kill your friend. Getting done.
Which, I... Mm-hmm.
Well, a little piece of information got out. Someone forgot to tell me, apparently. News of a little haul interest you?
There's been talk.
There's been action, too. And a lack of thereof on your part.
Look, if you really need me to tell you that dangling a giant haul in front of the gang's eyes is gonna make them go crazy, then I don't know what that says about your information gathering. Yeah, no shit, asshole. Dangle a little treat. Everyone's gonna go for it.
Okay, well, your job is to shoot the hen that gives the treat out, then. Up top wants him dead. Little Caliber or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that's not happening. You can take someone else, but he matters too much.
Right, yeah. Go ahead and roll your bone for me.
Just 1D my bone.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. That's a D5. That's a big one. That's a 2.
You.
Don't worry about it. Oh, it should have been.
Oh. Go ahead and reroll.
Sure. There.
Okay.
A 4. I think we round down. Oh, we round. I lied. We round up. It's a 5. Look, Albert matters too much to the people down there.
1 second. Here, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, Elixir pulls out a gun from his hip. He
Sick.
shoots at the metal arm that you had. Luckily, it didn't hit anything vital. It just kind of ricocheted off. He goes, right, now, I'm not fucking around when I tell you. You're gonna do what I fucking tell you. It's from up top, okay? This ain't my orders. No, I don't know how to do an accent. This ain't my orders. Sorry.
Come back with new intel. Look, I truly don't care who you take out, but not Caliber.
Okay, well that's gonna be your decision to make.
Look, you and me, we play a little game. We tip the scales one way or another. This scale stays untipped.
Okay. I still don't think that you're fucking realizing. Yeah? This is my fucking order. You don't do this, I get in trouble. I get in trouble, you get in trouble, you go down. You understand me? This isn't something that can be left untapped. You fuck up. The end of both of us and our little fucking agreement.
You know... Sure. Sure, Elixir. We'll take Caliber out. Why not, right? And then I would have nothing left to lose. He's it. Him and kind of little thing I got going on there. That's it. That's all I got. Alright? So, sure. You want to save your own ass. You want to, I don't know, not get shit on by corporate or whoever the fuck. Fine. But when I have nothing to lose, well, I guess things can't get worse then at that point, could they?
You still don't seem to get it.
I think I
Because
do.
let me tell you something, pal. One way or another, he's going down. So you can either give him the mercy, take it my way, or corporate's gonna get to him. See how much pain your little buddy is in, huh? Giving you the easy way out, mate. Too wrapped up in your own fucking shit to realize that I'm giving you a fucking prayer here.
I watched it happen once already. I'll do it again.
Yeah, I think, at this point I'm going to ask... Inks, can you go ahead and make a perception roll for me?
Oh, fuck. Just like passive?
Yeah.
Fuck. That's no fucking shot. Do I have anything that would help me? Considering my eyes are a solid fucking 2. And I also have a -3 that I feel like would apply here. Fuck. So I'm sitting at a -1. Yeah, I really... Okay, well.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, I'll do something else then, no worries.
No, that's fine. I'll make the roll. What's my risk? I just want to see how badly this goes.
Just do a 0.
Oh,
Can't
Yeah.
remember,
let's go. Right. Never mind.
No, that's okay. I got something else I can do. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place. What was the last thing you said to Elixir?
It was something. Fuck me. Oh my god. Yeah, he was just like, you don't get it, and I was like, No, I fucking do. And then you were, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, he kind of chuckles a bit. He shuffles in his pockets. If you're a good little dog, I had a little treat for you. But, well, guess you'll have to find your own supply. Listen, mate. It's obvious that you're gonna do whatever the fuck you want to do on this one, but, well, just don't say I didn't warn you. You either get it done, do it peacefully, or you let me handle it. I think we both know how that goes. Would really hate to see your little friend be put in your position.
Not now. We just... We can't hit them again while they're down.
Oh. You talking about that little rabbit girl? Should've
Yeah.
fucking known better. You don't steal into Bizco's outposts and expect nothing to happen. Don't even know why she was grabbing it in the first place.
Sometimes it's the only thing left to do.
Wouldn't you know?
Yeah. Look, is there anything else that you need to know?
Is anyone going to be at the tournament?
What do you... I mean, yeah, people are gonna be there. What do you...
Anyone I should be aware of?
I don't know. I didn't really catch the... It doesn't seem like anyone notable, no. But, I guess if that changes...
Keep your eyes out.
Yeah.
We got someone down there, but sitting there how Danger wants this played out. Don't want to be socked in the face myself.
That would be awful, wouldn't it?
Ha 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 ha. Very funny.
Alright. Are we concluded? Is that it? Can I leave? Can I clock out?
You can leave, but we both know you ain't gonna clock out anytime soon. But heed my fucking warning.
Worth a shot.
You fuck this one up, yeah? You little buddy? Oh, I'll put him in hell of a worse position than what you are in right now.
Much to consider.
What?
There's what? My end? Assuming you're gonna hold up yours?
Hold it up tenfold. I'm not one to break my word.
You gonna keep talking, or are you gonna hand me my shit so I can get out of here?
Alright, alright. Feisty now, are we today? And he kind of tosses it to you.
Yeah, I mean, he fucking... Yeah. He catches it. I don't know if you want to see what it was, but he catches it.
It's up to you if you want that to be revealed. A bomb.
I mean, no, fuck it. Yeah, no. Elixir tosses him 1 for Loco. And yeah, he's gonna tuck it away in his like coat pocket.
24 more for where that came from. Just try not to
Yeah.
fucking die on it before you get the shit completed. Oh, and your little pager thing, yeah? If it's not fucking broken, you fucking right? Sick of waiting out here in the fucking god awful nowhere in the middle of slums.
Yeah. Yeah, this place really sucks to live, doesn't it? God.
Why would anyone
Look.
ever want to live here? I mean, I
Of course
guess
I'm not gonna
that one
fucking
painted.
die. Alright? You wouldn't let me. And he's gonna walk away and fucking is there like a rock face next to him?
A rock face. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like a cliff, like a rock kind of wall, just or fuck it, like a boulder, just
Sure,
like
yeah.
something. He's just gonna like punch it with his right hand and keep going, like,
Yeah, that was real cute of ya, huh? Making a statement.
and he's just gonna flip him off and keep walking. No, it's Connor. We were affectionately referring to. Fuck. Yeah, there you go, bud.
Yeah.
Not a literal Jesus, not a
Oh.
Yeah, super gigamyth. And then yeah, no, I just gonna walk away.
Oh,
Ooh. Oh boy.
so you know what you have to do.
Yeah. Woo.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Don't look at me like that.
As you're walking away, what are the thoughts going on in your head?
Well, there's the ever present. There's like the fog and like the static.
Oh.
It's more complicated than that. There's the fog and the static. And I mean, it's God. Is there a deep hatred? If he's thinking about anything, he's thinking about beating the shit out of Elixir, and he's just having to walk away. Just very violent, not good thoughts. You know, when he is thinking. Yeah, it's not great.
I'm sorry, I'm getting TMs.
Oh, Connor. Oh, you silly little boy.
Can you go ahead and roll a 1d12 for me to see if there was any
A D what?
A 1d12.
Yeah, you got it. And that feels pretty good.
Okay. Okay, yeah, okay, so you didn't fuck up your arm too bad. Maybe
Oh,
one of them...
I mean, he shot it, but yeah, no, you got it.
Yeah, no, you punched a rock.
Yeah.
He shot like a plate and it ricocheted off. You punched something. Yeah, so not too bad of damage to your enhancements. Yeah, I think,
cool. Sick.
Okay. I think as we see IJ walking away. Fuck! I just realized something. Okay, anyways. I think as we see IJ walking away, Elixir kind of turns to the wall behind him, and he sees a mural that looks familiar. Sees the pink paints and the imagery and kind of how different the mural was from what he initially expected. Inks, are you finished with the piece on the wall, or are you coming back?
I'm desperate for character interaction, and also it's one person on one building, and she got interrupted the first time she was working on it. It's probably not done.
Okay. Yeah, then I think we see Inks kind of return to the scene.
Ink.
Oh, Ink, sorry.
Motherfucker.
Sorry.
You're fine.
It's the Inkling. I think we see Ink walking along the street. I like to imagine she's probably stretching her arms as if to get ready for the work that she's about to do. And Ink, you see a familiar guest in a familiar scene.
Oh boy. Once is chance, twice feels like voyeurism.
And I say I'm very picky with my victims.
Didn't think you had got me yet.
It's I'd say a little bit more pink than I was expecting in this mural.
It'll be covered up soon enough. I just like to get the background in there.
So what's on the agenda for the talent board today?
I still have a lot of cyan to work in, and I don't know. I want to stipple it a lot more. I'm not happy with the texture. Especially with the sand in between sessions. It's kind of made it hard to get things on smooth.
Well, I know it's a bit voyeuristic, as you said, but do you mind a little peeping Tom?
I could make an exception for you.
To enjoy my cigarette before I leave, and can't think of a better way to spend it.
She like crinkles her nose a little bit. You smoke?
It's a nasty thing. Sometimes when the workload gets too much, you just want to breathe it out.
I feel like there are plenty of ways to take care of that stress another way, but whatever, I suppose. Yeah, and she picks up one of the paint cans and starts spraying.
Yeah, I think he kind of takes a couple steps back so he can view the full wall. Takes out a pack of pink cigarettes from his
Motherfucker,
jacket.
he really is, huh? That sucks. I mean, I knew, but God. Okay.
They're pink. It's the same thing that Taffy had. They're pink because it's Bizco coded.
That's why I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he puts a cigarette in his mouth and lights it. I say, what got you? Oh, excuse me. What got you into this?
A lot of things. Seems what?
Well, it's just a shame to see such interesting perspective being wasted in the desert.
This is a personal piece. I have a lot more that are a lot more visible. Does make me curious, though. The assumptions that you make about me. That I'm a stray, that I'm wasting my talent. What else do you think of me?
I don't know if that's a fun game to play. I can be quite harsh when it comes to judging others.
I'm very much the same. I'm not really afraid of you.
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
She kind of shrugs. I guess that's fair.
What questions?
Oh my fucking god, Aster, seriously? Really? Fucking A. Do you want to ask first then?
Let's see. Oh.
Huh?
Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay. Panic. Yeah, he kind of takes a puff from a cigarette, and on the exhale he goes, "Well, out here in the desert, painting on walls, say you come from a family that doesn't want you. Use the paint to lash out, have a voice. Probably don't speak much to others. By your crazy hair and stickers on your face, I'd say you desperately want to be seen."
Not a terrible guess. Wasn't my family though. They were fine. Just mainly a shit job I was working for a while, and a relationship that kind of spiraled out of control. But I've always been pretty visible. That was always important.
I'm sorry, we did that at the same time.
Yeah, that was weird. You've got pink hair of all colors, a ridiculously impish outfit, a pompous air about you, constant judgment, a problem with smoking. I'm sure you get off on bossing other people around and take advantage of every bit of control you can get over someone. No clue where that started. I imagine someone made you feel small. And you've spent every moment since then trying to prove that you're not.
Actually, I had someone make me feel quite big.
I am biting my tongue.
Let's just say, when there was a sunny day, I lost my son. Been hiding in the dark ever since. Something to prove? Maybe. I do like bossing people around quite a bit. But I wouldn't say it comes from an air of wanting to. I do what I do because it needs to get done. Just like you, what you do what you do because you need to be seen.
I'm sorry. I just saw chat. I guess that's a fair point. Who do you boss around?
Just say there's an annoying little chihuahua that won't stop yapping.
What is it with you and strays?
Guess you could say I searching for house cat amongst a bunch of strays.
Someone like you?
No.
No.
No one like me.
That's a bit bold.
had another me around, well, that wouldn't be good for anyone.
Probably not. I think you've got enough vile shit cooked up with one head.
Maybe you are good at reading people.
Hardly. Made too many wrong calls. So, everything I think I try to take with a grain of salt.
I need to stop looking at chat. Okay. No, you're good. And Glixer takes... flicks it on the ground. You know, for what it's worth, I do hope that you get seen.
I've got you now. That's a start.
Consider me the first fan before you get big.
I'll remember your name, I promise.
You know, before I go, I do actually want to ask you something.
Oh?
Have you ever painted an office?
In the same way that his, like, flirtation caused the stop in the paint stream the first time they met, there's another falter when he asks that. An office.
Yeah, I mean, get your work in another setting. My office is awfully dreary. I think could use some grossing up.
There's like a shift in her posture, it becomes a little more standoffish. You got the pink hair. What else about you is pink?
My cheeks if I drink a little.
Funny.
You know, I don't think pink would look too bad on yourself.
Yeah, the paint stops again, except she actually, like, turns around. You're joking, right?
I guess that's the thing with house cats. You never know if they're coming to you for food or affection.
Yeah, she just doesn't, like, squint at him, but it's, like, almost there. Just a very hard look. I still intend to know more about you. I just really hope that the judgments I'm currently making are proven wrong.
Well, Stray. Guess that's the difference between pets and people. And he gets real close to your ear. Not real close. I'll say he steps forward a little bit. And he says, often people let you down. I'll give you some time to think about it.
Make the offer interesting next time.
Maybe I'll throw in a few bits of candy.
Funny.
Maybe a pack of stickers.
I got enough of those.
Well, Ink. I wish you luck on the rest of your mural.
I'll see you around, Lexer.
Yeah, and just like before, he steps into the alleyway and seemingly vanishes. Ink, you had just been offered a proposal to paint somewhere new. However, where that new is might be a little bit unsavory, depending on your judgments. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings right now?
It's really conflicting. Considering the first time they met, there was a part of her that believed this is an artist, this is someone playful and fun and might share a perspective like I do. He wouldn't watch me paint something like this if he didn't believe what I believe, right? And with this, notably less fun, notably not so cool. The idea of painting for Bismo crossed her mind when she was doing decal work, probably, but never since then. The thoughts that she probably had at that time were kind of like, I mean, well, fuck me, I'm not doing anything useful here. Does it really matter where I go if nothing I do matters anyway? And that kind of got rectified when she left to do her own thing. So it's a lot of confliction. But he is still an artist, and he didn't fucking kill her. So I wouldn't say she trusts him. But the curiosity from before is still there, especially since, like, basically confirmed he's a little Bismo fucko, but didn't do anything aggressive, take her in, try to prevent her from doing what she was doing. So there are thoughts of, like, maybe he didn't mean what he was saying.
Okay. Yeah. I think, do you mind if I add some flavor text into Ink's art?
Go for it.
I think as we see Ink continue to finish the mural, I think the comment about, I'm gonna cover it up, there are still parts that are, you know, a little bit pink, but I think in the midst of the confusion, and maybe as an outlet for these conflicting feelings, the line work in Ink's art is a little bit more sporadic, not as clean. I think we see a lot of zigzagging, kind of like flickers of paint. I think we get a scene of Ink continuing to spray, and right as she's about to do a final stroke, we hear as the paint in her can runs out. Is there anything that you would like to do, or a little scene that you would like to play out?
From here, I'm not entirely sure. There's no one particularly around. The only thing I could think of would be a walk back to either Sam's or a convenience store, just somewhere reliable for paint, but we don't really have to do anything with that. It depends on what you want to do with the rest of the session.
Okay. I think, for the sake of time, because it's almost 1:30, sorry that the scene was a little bit shorter. I need to get better about spacing out scenes. But I think as we have that little flicker of air coming from Ink's can, do you think Ink would, like, throw the can into the desert, or would she, like, actually try to recycle or salvage that?
Probably salvage.
Okay. I think, in stark contrast, I think we have a frame of the cigarette butt on the ground in focus on the right. And in the background, we see Ink kind of let out a frustrated sigh. As she saves her paint can, kind of turns back towards the cigarette bud. And I think, just as a bit of flavor text, we hear Ink say, "What a waste." Would that be in character?
Yeah.
And with that, we fade to black, and that was the